Welcome back to the Bhavcast. Today I got comedian and one of the chillest brothers in Philadelphia. Please welcome Trayvon Fulton, everybody.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on? Thank you for coming.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you for having me, brother.
And thank you for wearing these Trayvon hats.
Yeah, man. You know, signature Trayvon hat.
Yeah. Dude,
you look cool with it, man. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Tip it back again how you did it, yeah.
This one?
That's how you do. That's how when, you know.
You're a gentleman.
Yeah, in the South, you tip your hat. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's how you, now you know. You know what I'm saying? There you go, brother.
Yeah, I grew up in the burbs, so I feel like I got a little bit of a entry to the country in me, and then I went to Penn State, which is in the middle of Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
So I got some of those country boy tendencies.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And you know, I come from farmers.
Oh,
so yeah, I like that. I like these hats.
They good, especially summertime.
Yeah.
Keep sun out your face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is that why you wear these hats? Or because I saw you posted a picture on your Instagram, like celebrating 6 years of comedy or something, like 6, 7, and you had all these pictures.
And all of them, right?
Except the first one. The very first one, you were bald.
Yeah, so that was when I just came home from being deployed, and I haven't really stepped into me yet.
Yeah.
But I mean, I used to wear hats back in the day, even still always wore them. But I was, you know, really finding back out who I was again after being gone for so long.
Yeah.
But now every other one you saw, I had on the hat.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And the hats, they got bigger, as you noticed. The years went on, they got bigger. Yeah.
And what is it? Is it for style? Is it to keep your head warm? What is it? Like, what's the true necessity for the hat?
It's all of them.
Okay.
It's sometimes to keep my head warm. 'Cause it's cold, you know. It's styles, fashion. That's like peak gentleman. Like you know, like when you would see, I grew around older guys, and when you leaving the house, or my father be like, "Hey man, you got your hat, you got your coat. Well, let's go." Yeah. Like that was the saying. You got your hat, you got your coat. Now let's go. So I feel like you grab your coat, your scarf, and your hat.
Yes.
That's what you do when you leave the house.
Interesting. And it's interesting you say scarf. See, I never was a big scarf guy.
Oh yeah, I love scarves. Scarves, where's that?
And do you know how to tie the scarf really well? Because like some people, like if I wear a scarf, I'm just like,
nah, man.
Yeah.
It's nice. You put it on right, and you get through the hole, and you put it through the hole, and you put it up there around the neck and keep it warm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No, I love that. I just felt like maybe I can't rock a scarf. Maybe my neck is too skinny or something.
You can rock a scarf. You got a thick neck, pause.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You got a thick neck for a slim guy. Let me see your neck. Let me see. It's kind of you necking out here.
Okay,
You know
thank you.
You out here necking. I don't know.
Oh wow.
It's a wild statement.
Well, that gets a clip, dude.
You out here necking, baby.
Oh, I love that. And where do you get all your hats?
My hats, different places. Dang.
I know that's a heavy question, right?
Yeah, I just collect them. I got one from Amazon.
Okay.
I got one
Shout
from
out.
this antique shop in Richmond. There's a place called Currytown. It's a real old antique place, and it was like $80, but it's like real heavy brim. It got the silk on the inside, like custom made, whatever. So a lot of antique shops out there.
Yeah.
Like antique shops get the newsboy hats or whatever. So yeah, I found those places.
How about, are thrift stores the same thing as antique shops in a sense?
They can be. They can be.
Have you ever got one from there?
I can't say I've gotten one from a thrift store. I don't really do much thrifting. It's not that I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, does Marshall's really count as a thrift store?
I think no. I don't know. I mean, I've been into Marshalls, but I don't.
Yeah, a few times I haven't been to like a legit thrift store in like some time, and I would, you know what I'm saying? I just know that people, they're like, yeah, they go thrifting.
Yeah.
That's just not my thing. So.
Oh, you know what? Now that you say like antique, does it bother you if someone wore the hat before you? Does that bother you?
If somebody wore the hat before me?
Yeah, and like you don't know them, and like let's say they have like hair like me, and like maybe their hair is gross, and they have like what is crabs but in your hair? Lice.
Yeah.
They got lice.
So
you know?
I mean, first of all, I wouldn't wear it because you just said their hair is gross. So I'm not.
But how
not
do
wearing.
you don't know that because you bought it from a store, like you know, like.
Well, typically it'll have a tag on there. Like 9 times out of 10, I ain't finna wear nobody hat that, you know. Like, unless it's like somebody I know and they be like, yo, wear this hat tonight. I'm like, I bet. But other than that, I'm not finna wear like a used John. That
That's what my concern was, because then I thought about it. I was like, oh, maybe I can start getting some cool hats from antique stores. And I was like,
Well, they're new. The antique stores, they're new hats.
Oh, okay.
Like they, I say antique, meaning like these people, like you'll get like a clock watch, in there with the chain in there. You'll see like older like newsboy hats, like somebody a wooden stool where you will clean the shoes, like something like that, like a very old antique store, something like that. That's what I mean.
Okay. It's very interesting. It's very interesting, Trayvon. And do you have a lot of these down there in Virginia? That's where you're from, right?
Yeah, I'm from Virginia.
Man, tell me about that. Like down there, I went to Richmond one time. I almost got shot.
I mean, sound about right.
Yeah. So were you actually born and raised in Richmond?
Born and raised in Richmond, yeah.
Okay. And I was like kind of near a city, but is there like suburbs where
there are. All right, so where were you first? Like, well, let's say what school were you down there for? Like a college for a specific reason or something?
Okay, so this was wild. Ready? So my boy graduated and he moved down there for like work, and then I went down there for canning, which is a thing Penn State students do. We just get on the side of the highway and beg for money, like, oh, for Thon. These are kids with cancer. We're raising money for kids with cancer.
Okay.
But we're down there just give us money, and we're like dancing on the side of the street. Hey, please.
All right.
And my group had me and two other white guys, and we made no money. And my other group, they had all white guys, and they made so much money. So I knew something was up already.
Too much color.
Yeah, and I'm like pretty light skinned, so I was like, hey guys, and then we went out that night, and the shooting thing was basically like we were leaving the strip club, like, and it had to be like downtown, I guess.
All right, now what strip club were you?
That I don't really know.
All right, do you remember you were downtown Richmond?
Yeah.
Was it downtown or was it like, all right, so were you at Paper Moon? Does that sound familiar?
It was so long ago.
Or was it Daddy Rabbit?
I can't even tell you.
Because you probably you would have got shot if you was in Daddy Rabbit.
Yeah, it probably wasn't that one. But like the thing was, it wasn't even like we weren't causing the trouble. My boy was just having like this outlandish like a hissy fit right outside of the strip club, because the strip club like took his money and kicked us out. Okay, and it was like he was too drunk. He's like a big hockey player. And then some white dude pulls up in a car and it was like, shut the fuck up. And then he was like, what the fuck you say, get out of the car. And then he like pulls this gun out on him, right? He's like, and there's just like a white guy in the car, in the back of the car, and there's like girls are driving, and it's like really weird. But I'm just in the middle, right, of this whole, and I'm like, hey buddy, not today, So I was like,
I almost got murked out in Richmond.
Yeah, over nothing, just being a bystander.
Welcome to the 804.
Yeah,
welcome. That sounds about right. All right, you said tell you about that.
Yeah, like where'd you grow up? Like within Richmond? Like in the
within
suburbs?
Richmond, nah, not really.
Okay, in the city.
Yeah. So what happened was, so I moved around a good bit, right?
Yeah.
And then it's a part of the city called it's called like Highland Park, which is like the north side of Richmond, but it's not north side. So for people who aren't in Richmond, would say north side, but for Richmonders, north side and Highland Park are two different things. But Highland Park is North Richmond.
Okay.
All right, and they cut that part out, and then they called it the county. So like across the street is like the city of Richmond, and my mama house is now the county, but it's still Richmond. It's still very much so where stuff was jumping at. It was that. I mean, I lived in rough areas growing up, but then when I got older, I lived in like a hood adjacent area, like on that street where my mama lived at. Like everybody hardworking, nobody bother nobody, and you literally go down the street and go around the corner, and it's jumping. So, but even still, they left everybody on that street alone because they know they were hardworking folks. All them people right there, they hardworking, no bother them.
They pay taxes.
Yeah. You know, so if you mess with, if there's problems on that street, the people around the corner will come and handle that, and then it's kind of no problems no more. So
love that.
I mean, and
you did like K through 12 there.
Yeah. Okay. So, and I mean, shoot, I went to. The biggest experience was like I went to, so I lived in that area, right? But I had to, I know it's not much for Philly, but I had to take 2 buses. So I got accepted to this program, like a mass comm program, where we did like mass communications.
Oh, okay.
So like with journalism, broadcasting, we did literature, all of that stuff. So it was like an advanced program. So all the shows, everything for the county, we had Channel 99, and we would produce all the shows for that. So we would have to literally, a part of our grades, they would take us to different schools and interview them for football games or interview them or whatever. And we would go during school. We would get a time out of class to like write our newspapers, and we would publish the newspaper. They'll teach us how to print it and all that stuff. So it was a real accelerated program, but it was all white. And it was in the middle of a cornfield. The school was in the middle of a cornfield. And I'm a black man from Virginia. So Virginia fields equals slavery. So I was very uncomfortable every day. You know what I'm talking about? So, but I had to take 2 buses to get out there. It was my first introduction to like a lot of white people. It was, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like fresh from Highland Park in this.
And that's all black people.
Yeah. I had two white friends growing up. That was two. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Laney. Shout out Laney. That's what it was. Shout out Laney. Laney was the one white person who was in our class, in our grade. And Laney always let us copy off her homework. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, shout out Laney. Maybe that might be a clip that I was like, shout out Laney. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of my good friends growing up. That was the only white person I ever had. And then there was a guy in high school named Chris. And we call him White Boy Chris.
Oh,
that was his name. But Chris didn't try to act black. Yeah. Chris just was like super cool, but he'd dap you up. Yeah. You know.
Well, he had to. You know, he was like already black because he was already like, it was only one of him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like,
yeah. So, and that's when I went to another high school. I went to my zone school that I lived in that area, and that's when I met White Chris. But the other school that I went to before, all white people, just all white people. In my class, I was one of like 4 black people.
Wow.
Yeah.
And did you get along with the other black people?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
We had to be there together. You know what I'm saying? My best friend and god brother, whose name is Nico, we was in that class together, and we grew up together since kids. So I already had my best friend and my god brother going into the program, so I was already comfortable.
I love that.
Yeah.
And when were you first introduced to Asian people, would you say?
Asian people, the military.
Military. And how about Indian people?
Indian people, high school, like my junior year going towards my senior high school.
I love that.
Yep, that's when I first got introduced to them. The Asian person, I got a tattoo right here, right? And it says courage. Yeah. And the symbol on it it says courage, but I didn't know that it also means English flower. I didn't know, because, you know, in Mandarin you got different, like 26 for the letter A. Like, you know, we got 26 letters, there's 26 letter A's. So she drew this, her name was Yu Shay, and it's spelled Xie, but it's Shay. So Yu Shay was her name.
Oh, I thought you said you shame at first.
No, Yu Shay.
I know, now I got you.
Yeah. Xie, and that's how I spell it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Yu Shay. I don't know where she is, but you know what I'm saying? She drew something for everybody, and that was the one that she said this reminded me of her. It was courage, and she was like, you know, real courageous. Yeah. And we was in the military together. I was like, word. And Indian person, her last name was Patel.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And that's how I figured out Patel was like, you know, common, because it was a dude in my high school. I was like, yo, well, you related to Stranech? She's like, who? Stranech Patel. So y'all relate? She was like, okay. So we're not all related. I'm like, y'all not?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Super racist, right?
Yeah.
I was like, y'all aren't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went to her prom. And I learned so much about.
You went to prom with her?
Yeah, I did.
Oh yeah.
I learned so much about like Indian culture, like
yeah, baby.
And like we all spent the night at their friend's house, and I'm like the only black person, and we all like crashed in the living room. And when they woke up, and her hair was still the same from last night. So I was like, yo, wait, you ain't put on a scarf or nothing? She was like, why would I do that? And she still had all the curls in her hair and everything. I was like, because I've never really dated outside my race, outside a black woman. And so I was like, don't you gotta like, you don't put a scarf on or nothing? She was like, why would I put on a scarf, Trayvon? I'm like, to keep it together. And she was like, I mean this in a non-racist way. Is that a black thing? And I was like, probably. And that's when I discovered that scarves is a black woman thing.
What is a scarf? Or is it a scarf?
A scarf.
Okay.
Scarf.
What is a scarf? Besides The one we were talking about earlier.
For your hair. You wrap your hair with a scarf.
Oh, okay. Now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like a big old scarf.
Like a turban.
Yeah. Yeah. Kinda, sorta. But you got different scarves. You got ones for the whole hair. You got ones just for the edges. You know what I'm talking about? They got ones just so they can lay their edges down when they, you know what I'm talking about?
Is it do-rag a type of scarf?
This is a scarf for a man.
Yeah.
Especially, they got the silk ones now. You know what I'm saying? So
dude.
I guess do-rags are scarves for dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And a turban is a scarf for brown people.
Yeah, Middle Eastern and stuff like that. I mean, or just Muslims, period. So.
No, yeah. And then are Sikh people Muslim at times?
I don't know if they Muslims. That Sikh is their own religion.
Yeah. See, this is where I become fucked up, And
you supposed to be the Middle Eastern.
Oh, Indian.
Wasn't the Indian? My bad, not Middle Eastern, but you're the Indian one. Well,
Yeah,
I mean, you ever been to India?
Once when I was a child.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, see, I've been to the Middle East,
Uh-huh.
so I've been to a few places in the Middle East. So I guess technically I would. Yeah, I guess that's how I know.
Now this is going to sound racist, but I thought your motherland would be Africa. Is it?
It
not?
is.
Oh,
It is. I was in the Middle East when I was in the military.
Oh,
That's what I
okay.
mean. Yeah, I mean, that's not racist. No, that's yes, it is. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Liberia. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So yeah, you're like in the military, and that's like cool. What led you to want to go to the military, or what was the
my homeboy cut his hair. My boy Trail. Trail is my dog. Shout out Trail. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Trail.
Yeah. And you say if I'm looking at the crowd, I gotta look at this one, right?
Yeah, that one. That one's your baby.
Shout out Trail, baby. Trail, I'm gonna tell the story about how we joined the military, right?
Yeah, I would love to hear this.
So Trail's my boy. Trail's my dog. And Trail had real long hair. He looked like Spectacular from Pretty Ricky, the group Pretty Ricky. So Trail used to have real long hair and light skin, so that would draw him in. You know what I'm saying? So anytime we see a group of girls, Trail, go get them. You know what I'm saying? so
Go get him.
one day we sitting in my mama house, we like watching TV, playing the game, whatever. And Trail got scissors in his hands, and he just like snipping. I'm like, what are you doing? Why you cutting your hair? We not gonna get no more girls. And he was like, I'm joining the army. And I was like, well, if you going, I'm going. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, my dog going, I'm going. You feel me? And that's why I joined the army.
Are you guys still friends?
Yeah, still my dog. It's still like my best friend.
Hell
so you heard
yeah.
me talk about the guy Nico, who I went to school with. Trail and Nico, those are my two friends. I had Trail, Nico, and Jasmine. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Jasmine. And those three, I've had the same friends since I've been like 10 years old. Well, Trail came later.
Yeah.
Trail came when I was like 15, 16, but that's still, Trail's still my dog. Trail's still in the military. Trail just got his warrant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out, Warrant Officer Johnson. You feel me? So that is the only time I'm going to ever salute you, Trail. Shout out Warrant Officer
Johnson, dude.
Yeah.
That's hot.
Yeah.
Man, that's sexy. Does he have a wife?
Nah, Trail not.
Oh, you dog. That's our military, dude. Shout out.
Yeah.
Warren.
Warrant Officer Johnson, yeah.
So what warrant officer, how long does that take, or like what does he like what does it take to get there, and like what path does that lead you to?
You have to go to Warrant Officer Candidate School.
Okay.
We call it a WOC, WOC. That is an officer. So you got two sides. You got non-commissioned officer, which is sergeant. That's what I was.
Okay.
And then you have CO commissioned officers, and that's lieutenant, captain, or whatever. And then you have the other part of the officers is the warrant officers. And warrant officers, they're like the subject matter expert.
Okay.
So everything of the job, if you have to, the warrant officer has to know all of the job, like not even just of the job, like kind of like 5 jobs into one. You gotta know.
Oh, nice. He's kind of like a man of all trades.
Yeah.
Well, I guess after so much time, you gotta know certain
you have
many
to.
things.
You
So what was his reason to go? Because you just piggyback off his haircut. So
I think Trail went solely just to pay for college.
Oh, hell yeah, that's a good incentive.
Yeah. I think Trail went just to pay for college.
So is there a boot camp? Did you guys have to go through a boot camp?
Yes.
And tell me about that boot camp.
I can't really tell you.
Okay,
all the
but like,
stuff
not,
that
I mean, it's a lot of it's out there, but like, what I mean is like, were you ready for it, like physically, or like, you know what I mean, like, or what was the hardest part, like, like the mental or the physical? So I can, okay, check this out. I say this because I was in a frat in college at Penn State, and our ritual officer, he was in fucking ROTC. He was in the Army. You know the movie Full Metal Jacket?
Full Metal Jacket, yeah.
Okay, so
those were Marines.
Okay, so he used those lines during our lineups.
Okay.
And he was a little bit bigger than us, and I was a little pudgy freshman. And this is the first time I ever was exposed to this kind of like lifestyle, or like you know what I mean. I was just a prude little Indian boy, and then this guy's like, I'm gonna rip like your skull, fuck you, and
skull fuck. That's the thing.
Give it to your mom, or wish she never had you.
Yeah.
And like all these like bashful lines.
Yeah,
and then eventually I used them, and you know full circle came.
The skull fuck is that's a common thing to say.
Yeah.
I've been they beat on trash cans to wake us up. They throw trash cans. They throw chairs.
Yeah.
They you know what I'm saying? They say, beat your face, which beat your face just mean do push-ups.
Yeah, okay, push-ups. Oh, okay, so that was my thing. Like, when I was a pledge master, I was very good at push-ups. If you guys, anyone, like, midway through a lineup could outdo Bhav in push-ups, you guys can all go home.
Okay.
But it was never happening, dude.
Never happened,
Like, you know, if I was real hyped up, if you know what I mean, like, real loaded, I could easily do, like, 90.
For sure.
Yeah,
okay.
dude.
You getting 100 on your PT test then?
Yeah.
Because we had to do, we have to do that. So yeah, that's
but
good,
I'm not
man.
good at like running. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And like, of course, when you guys do it, you're not allowed to be loaded.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. So, but yeah,
I love the trash can thing. But I like, okay, so when people would do the trash can thing in our house, throw trash in the pledge, but I'm like, dude, we have carpet. Stop fucking doing that. You know what I mean? This is like, you know what I mean? Stop that. But like over there, you have like
hardwood floors,
or like
white floors. Yeah,
exactly.
The mental part was the toughest part. The physical part, you get through it, but like, they literally break you down. Like, and I'm not saying I've never been a part of a fraternity. But I mean, my father is part of the Divine Nine, like Alpha Phi Alpha, D9. It's like African, like black colleges, and we got 9 fraternities and sororities. You know what I'm saying? So Alpha,
I've
Sigma,
seen I know you guys have like certain like frat groups that are like prominent in like your culture. I know that's a weird way to say it, but
I guess that. So
like, it's not like a generic frat at Penn State, which is one of these.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So I've been, I've been in the military with some guys who have, pledge and stuff, and they would tell me they were more prone to like taking the punishment because they did pledge, but they still was like, this still is like some next level stuff. So
I know, like those guys can like I imagine like a whole lineup full of like my ritual officer, you know what I mean? Like I could understand where like there's like 30 guys like that guy. It's like okay.
for example, when you first get there, I'll tell you a few things, right? I'll tell you like 2 things.
Yeah.
One, when you get there, right? The moment you get off the bus, your heart drop. You like, fuck. And you see the hats, like, just, like, over top of they call it shark attack. And you just see the hats on top of the bus like sharks.
Yeah.
And they get on the bus, who's like, all right, you piece of worthless pieces of shit. Grab your shit. Get off the bus. And you's like, oh, my God. And we scrambling. We like 18, 19 years old, scrambling. You got to grab your stuff. Now, it's 215 of us.
Yeah.
In this one company. And we got to all grab our bags. And they give us like 30 seconds to do it and grab it and find our bags. And they can stop. And we start doing push-ups and pull-ups and sit-ups, and we gotta hold the bags over top of us, drop it, hold it down there. We got all our gear in that because they've issued us all the gear at this point. All this stuff in there, and we're holding it up, and we're holding it out straight, and like you're just getting weak, and they were like, you better not drop your fucking arms. And like, I'm gonna drop my arms. You know what I'm saying? First day, and they call it shark attack. That's you got that, and we get smoked. They call it smoke.
Okay.
When we really get our behinds handed to us. And then all right, so here's one thing I will say, right? And this is common knowledge if you do it, but I don't even know how I should say. The gas chamber, like we got to go through the gas chamber, and like you go inside, and you know what I'm saying, they
what are they like macing you?
Yes,
tear
it's
gas?
gas. It's gas. Like
Yeah.
as like yeah, tear
I feel
gas.
like
Other
that's
CS
normal
gas.
for our military to go through. I feel like they
Yeah.
do that. That's like they fucking drown the SEALs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they gas, and you got to take your mask off, and you got to say like your social security number. You got to say the soldier's creed.
Okay, yeah.
Now, along the soldier's creed, I'm an American soldier. I'm a warrior, member of a team. I serve the people of the United States to live the Army value. I am physically trained, physically, mentally tough, proficient in my warrior tasks and drills. I got to keep saying all of this stuff with the gas.
I know. Yeah.
In my face, I'm coughing. Then they were like, the push up, the push up, in cadence, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, the jumping jack.
Yeah.
You know, whatever, the power jump. And the power jump is I go down, I jump up, I come down, touch the ground, I jump up again, I put my hand on my hips. That's 1. And we got to do that in CS gas.
Yeah.
And we don't make it. Like,
exactly.
you don't make it at all. You don't make it. And anything that's inside of you.
Do you remember waking up?
You.
Like, did they wait until you pass out, or they let you come out?
What are you talking about? And they get you out in a good enough time. I mean, there's some like they try not to kill you, but like
Well, like,
you do sign a waiver. Like if you die, you know, like they get you out there. You know what I'm saying? In enough time, like they'll know. Like these people they've been doing this, so they like
of course. Like it's not like that's like it's like when people become like police officers, like they have to get tased.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like one of those things.
It ain't gonna kill you, but you know what I'm saying? You know.
Well, you just have to be like, if you're out there and let's say there is tear gas, you need to understand like how to breathe. And this is like, this is they're teaching you what it's like to get real fucked up. Like you can only experience this once. So like, let's make it bad.
Well, I mean, I've experienced it another time, a few other times, and I just, but.
It's like an introduction.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell, like, all right, first I need to tell you, like, when you said the shark thing, it was like, and you said, like, okay, they say, get your shit. And then, like, 30 seconds later, they say, all right, fuck this. It's like giving you a task that's so unreasonable.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, that cracks me up. Like, when I was pledge, like, that's it. Like, it was like, it's like, all right, come on, guys, get this shit done. And it's like, you know what? Fuck it. Start doing push-ups. It's like...
You had a lot of those, yeah.
Like, okay, his name is, and it's like he's funny because like it was like I didn't understand army culture.
Okay.
You know, and he like I think he didn't get into like actually going out there because he has like a little bit of mental illness. Okay. Like,
we all do in the military.
No, but his is it's not good.
Okay.
And it was like crazy, and he was like teaching me all these things, you know, and I was like, oh, like that, and like you could see it in him, right? Like it's like, and then you watch this movie.
Some things he probably shouldn't have been teaching you.
Yeah,
probably.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, he probably should not have said those things.
Yeah, but it like for me, the mental part wasn't too crazy because I have an Indian mom. You know what I mean? So when he would say these outlandish things, I'd be like you know, like yeah, like this is what it is. Because at the end of the day, like I there was no gay shit and no one beat each other up in our hazing. We had a lot of physical punishment, not punishment, training. PT was off the wall, especially if you got a fat guy.
The fact that you called it PT, I know you had somebody that was in the military.
Yeah, dude.
The fact you called it PT. Did he point at y'all like this a lot?
Yeah.
That's a military thing. It's a knife hand. Because in Middle Eastern countries, pointing like this is considered offensive.
Oh.
Yeah, and you don't do this.
Oh,
you
know, actually what it was, we weren't allowed to point. So a lot of times we pointed with our elbow, I think, or some shit like that. And yeah.
So that's probably why it's called the knife hand. I've given a lot of knife hands to soldiers. Sergeant Fulton, hey, Private, I swear to, you know, it was a different person.
Yeah.
Sergeant Fulton was a different person than Trayvon.
No, I want to hear about Sergeant Fulton. Hold on.
Really.
But like he will, like one thing, you'll love this. Every time he came into the room, we had to be like, we had to stand up like at attention. It was like, when your hand behind your back.
That's parade rest.
Okay, that's what it was. Parade rest. And it was like, you had to say like, oh, Costello, Sir Costello, brother, sir, or something like that. And then, you could only leave when he would say like, all right, get out of here or some shit. But like your way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At ease, soldier. Or like without soldier though.
At ease. Or he'll say, fall out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah, he shouldn't have been teaching us that shit.
Nah, he shouldn't have. But, you know, it's all good. You should have went to the military.
No, I went to school to become a doctor, which was too hard.
Okay.
And so I became an engineer, and then I ended up getting suckered into this frat.
Okay.
And this is where I was introduced to this.
This is that's also a very Indian path. I'm gonna be a doctor. You know what? I'm gonna be an engineer. It's a very Indian path of you.
Yeah. Well, for me, it was like which is the least amount of school.
Okay.
And engineering was that's
okay.
What it was.
Okay. All right.
Man. Wait, so you got tear gas a second time or a third time? Tell me about that. Please.
I was in a tent.
Okay.
And they just threw a joint in the tent.
Who's they?
They threw something in the tent, you know what I'm saying? And
where were you?
They threw something in the tent, Bhavik. Okay. All right. And they threw something in the tent. This is G14 classified.
Okay.
They threw something in the tent and and it was and my seal was broken on my mask, so I just had to go outside. So anytime you get gas, just go get some air. Go to the nearest window or something like that, or open the if you just so happen to be in a tent, roll up the side of the tent to get like a little air to come through, and it'll do that.
Okay,
that's it. Get there as close. Then you got to signal everybody for gas. There's a signal that you do to let people know that there's gas.
I see. Now, originally I thought this was an Army at Army school, but then when we had that awkward interaction, that's when it triggered in my head.
What you mean?
Who they was?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So there's a signal for gas, and you do the signal for gas, and that lets them know that hey, there's gas, because I can't say there's gas if I'm being gassed, because I'm it's gonna get my lungs and stuff. So I give you the signal. Oh, cool, it's gas. So
interesting. I see now what you're saying.
What I'm saying. Okay.
All right. It took me a little bit to understand what road we were heading down.
What's your next question, man? What's the next question? What else do you have to ask me?
Did you get to drive any vehicles while you were over there?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Were you a good driver?
I was, yeah. That's my first time I learned how to drive stick shift.
Okay.
Yeah, it was this big van. A van. It was stick shift, and I didn't know how to drive it. And and I got in, and my man Jay, Sergeant Julian, shout out Jay, shout out Sergeant Julian. He was we got in there, and I was like, I don't know how to drive. He was like, did I ask you that, motherfucker? And I was like, no, Sergeant, you didn't. I didn't drive this motherfucker. And I'm like, and I kept stalling out. He was like, if you stall out one more time, I'm like, but I don't know how to drive it. You got to get us out of here, okay? And I was like, but I don't know how to drive it. You better drive this vehicle. And I learned how to drive a stick shift.
I love that. How many speeds?
What you mean?
Was it like 6 gears?
5.
Love that. And did you get you said you were stationed in Liberia?
No, I didn't say I was stationed in Liberia. You talk about Africa, and I said shout out Liberia. Shout out Liberia on my father's side.
Yes.
They're from Liberia in Africa.
So where were you? Where were you driving these vehicles? Are you allowed to say that?
I mean, I drove them stateside, and internationally, whatever.
Okay, what I'm trying to ask is, did you ever get to drift in any sand environments?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I have.
Okay. Because you went to the Middle East. You know what I mean? That's okay. That's where this kind of came from.
Yeah, I did. I drove a lot of not all of them, but majority of the vehicles I drove. I will say names. I mean, I'm sure you know what a Humvee is. That's the most common one.
Yeah.
Humvee, and the other ones, LMTV, MTV, PLS, HLS.
Okay, I don't know them like that. Okay, I don't know them in their acronyms.
For sure.
You ever the dune buggies?
The dune buggies. The dune buggies.
You don't got one of those out there.
Nah.
Okay.
I drove those. And I was the assistant motor pool sergeant, so I had to know all the vehicles, so I had to drive all the vehicles and know them and how to work on them and change the oil and all that other good jazz on them, whatever.
I love that. So you're a maintenance guy too.
I wasn't a maintenance guy, but my job, I had to learn how to work on them.
I didn't mean it like that. You know what I mean? And then,
okay. Well, okay. You don't know this, but specifically, there is a maintenance section. That's your job.
Yeah.
Like their job is maintenance
I believe
or an
that.
automotive mechanic. And so I had to just learn. If you drive the vehicle, you have to learn how to do it. And because I was the assistant motor pool sergeant, and I would put the vehicles in, like dispatch them and stuff for people, whatever. When something goes wrong, I also just had to know how to work on them.
Of course.
So and Sergeant Julian, the guy who I told, who is a mechanic, and so he would teach me stuff. So when I got the role, he had left, but I was in that role with him, and so I would just be like, "Yo, Jay." And at this point we both NCOs, so it's all formal. Informal. Yo, Jay. So what I got to do? And now he would just tell me what to do. So he was like, "Oh, you're really good at your job." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." Not knowing that, like,
you got an angel in your ear.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
but that's a good skill to have. And now if you get like a flat tire at the side of the road, you know how to fix that.
Yeah.
You know? And
no, I mean, I've learned how to do that before
the
military, but that growing up in Virginia, you work on your cars. I feel like we should know how to do that before you get a car. Why would you get something and operate something and not know how to do the basic functions on it? That's my knowledge. Like when I first got a car, I just said I want to know all those things. But that makes sense to me.
Yeah, man, when I first got a car, I'm like, I'm trying to whip this thing around, dog. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be out here.
I first got a car. I figured out how it works, sir. That's what I did.
What was your first car?
A 2000 Nissan Maxima.
Oh, the Maxima.
Yeah, it was a burgundy jump. It was.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
6-cylinder, real nice. It would go too. It said, the license plate said Mint Fan. That was my favorite. My favorite band is called Mint Condition.
Ooh.
So I put on the Mint Fan. That was my first car. So
that's hot.
Yeah, it's hot. Yeah.
How many oil changes did you do on that baby?
Personally, I did like 4 oil changes on my own.
Man, that's real man shit.
Changed the brakes and the rotors and the spark plugs, and
I've never changed anything on my Honda. You know what I mean? So I'm,
You said on your Honda?
Yeah.
Oh, those are pretty easy too to fix.
Yeah,
too.
they are. I'm like, just let the Honda guy do it.
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
They gotta make money.
Yeah, I get it. I had a Honda too, and I would work on that one too. They pretty easy.
I love my Civic, man.
Okay.
The Black Stallionette.
Black Stallionette. All right, for sure. I dig the name.
I love her.
Go ahead.
We had so many good times. We've been in trouble with the police together.
Okay, all right.
You know what I mean? We've had a good time, her and I.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, I got laid I think the first time I got laid was in there.
What?
Yeah.
Or she was good to you.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna be so sad.
Okay.
Were you sad when you got rid of that car?
Yeah, I was, and I was sad when I got rid of my Honda. I had a Honda Accord, and that thing got me through. I was kind of sad on that one. Yeah. So,
what's tougher, Trayvon? Losing a car or losing a child?
Whoa. How? Well, I'm gonna say a car because I've never had a child.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with the car because I've never had a child. That got dark quick, boy.
I thought that was a bright question.
It's not. It was not, sir. It was not. But I'm gonna go with what I know.
Yeah. I love that. Go with what I know.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of lessons. Like you're such a wise dude.
Is that right?
You're how old are you?
32.
32. Yeah, I'm like only 30. So it's like we're close in age, but like you're so much wiser than I am. You know what I mean? And I love that. And I think sometimes it's because you talk like slow and very polite.
Is that what it is?
Sometimes it's like maybe that's what makes you seem so thoughtful, but you're also wise, dude. I give you that.
I grew up around older people.
That's what it is. I feel that. You know what I mean? That's why you wear this hat so early in your life.
Yeah. I also been bald since I was 19.
Oh, damn.
Since 19, I've been bald.
Because that's what your body was telling you, Trayvon. Fuck being young. We got to be old. Get rid of the hair. Here we are, dude.
Okay.
That's what it is, dude. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, last name of the military, because I have this big bullet here.
All right.
What's your favorite gun to shoot, dude?
My favorite gun to shoot?
First of all, look at this big bullet.
Yeah, that looks like a 50 cal bullet.
It has something in cal.
Yeah, that's like a 50 cal bullet with the Jones stack with the tips are going. Yeah, it looks like a 50 cal bullet. This is exactly what it looks like. Not that I know anything about that. But
you know what the guy, when he said you can take this casing home, and if a girl, he was like, something about like, oh, if a girl ever says 3 inches isn't enough, show her this. I was like, all right, brother.
That's your frat guy who gave you that?
No, it was like we went shooting for my boy's bachelor party.
Okay.
And I shot all the guns, man. Sawed-off shotgun really fucked me up.
Okay.
I was like, ow.
the kickback. You got to get a good. Good.
I'm just small, man.
Oh, for sure. All right.
And my body is just so frail at this old age. And it's like I didn't even want to take that third shot, but I was like, I paid for it. My Indian came out. It's like, you are going to take it. And I was like, fucking hazing.
My favorite weapon, man, is a Mark 19. It's essentially a semi-automatic grenade launcher.
Yeah.
And it got a thumb thing on there, so like it's not you press it down with your thumb and it got like the casings of it, like the grenades casing to hang out of it, and you press on it. It's like a 2-man system. You gotta have 2 mans on it.
I love that.
You have it on the ground. You have it like in the aircraft on top. Yeah, and you gotta pull it back. Pull it back, and then you put the joint in there. You know what I'm saying? You ready to go, and you let it go.
Let it rip.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you got a favorite weapon?
So, I love this shotgun idea. You know what I mean? If someone me, because we're on the Bhavcast, I have to say, I'm only getting a gun to protect my home. You know, this is what because my mom watches these episodes.
Okay.
So
this is only to protect the home, Mom.
Only to protect the home, Mom.
Only to make sure he's safe.
Yeah, come on. If we get a house in South Philly, I gotta have it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the way I'll do it like James Bond. Like I'll have like a gun in the wall.
Okay.
Right. So it's only for when it's needed. You know what I mean? Like no one even knows.
Yeah.
Maybe just the lady, not even the kids.
Okay.
When they're old enough, they get to know. But it's like, something shit goes down. But, man, just pull one of those shotguns and be like, not even a warning, dude. Yeah. Just,
yeah.
Damn, it's a sickness. Because I shouldn't want to do that. I should want to resolve peacefully because Gandhi. But, at the end of the day, it's like, why are you in here, dog?
Yeah, of course. At that time, you know what I'm saying? With that, or you get a handgun, get a Desert Eagle. You shoot that off, and like they hear that go off, they leaving.
Well, I don't want to shoot any premature shots because I don't want to ruin my interior. You know? But then the thing about it is I don't want to miss because when the miss is when you die. If they're shooting and you're shooting, like you got to get them on the first.
Well, if they come in, and they're shooting.
Yeah, and like let's say you get behind and you get that gun out of the secret closet. Now it's like you get one. Hope like I'm not a soldier. You know what I mean? I don't know how to rebound. I just get kind of like one. Fucking warfare. How many times have I been in warfare like that?
Okay, I get
now it's in my kitchen. You know what I mean? You just get one, hopefully, and you get
that Desert Eagle that goes off. You ever shot a Desert Eagle or heard a Desert Eagle go off?
I shot a couple handguns, maybe one or two. Like I shot like the whole, and I shot like a sniper. Or
you would
shit.
know if you shoot a Desert Eagle. You would know. That thing. Bang! You will know.
I think I shot like a Magnum. I think that's what it was. Like,
okay.
Yeah, because that was like a cool gun.
I mean, they still bang too.
Yeah.
Magnum still bang.
Yeah.
You had like the snub nose joint with the revolving joint around there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the snub nose. Yeah. Okay, for sure. Yeah. So those are my two favorites. I like. I also like the classic, like M4, M16, because that's what they teach us. So like most people do. AR-15s, whatever, but I do. I like the M16, M4, the adjustable butt stock with the M4s.
You know what was so funny is like when we went there, and so my boy Grayson, who was getting married, he shoots handguns all the time, and I thought this would be a perfect gift because it's like he doesn't really get to shoot all the guns, and I was like, let's YOLO, and I was like, I'm only gonna do this once, and so we're like we're shooting all the guns, and it was like where was this going real quick? You said what?
M4, adjustable butt stock.
Yeah, dude. And the guy, so Grayson was like, these guys don't have like shooting experience. And the guy was like, let's start with the easiest gun, an AR-15. And he was like, you've probably heard about this in the news. And then we went and shot that thing. I was like, oh, I get it.
It is the AR-15 is the easiest gun to set you up with.
Yeah.
Like you learn that you really can just do whatever. Yeah, you can do whatever. So, and it teaches you breath control. It teaches you how to hold bigger weapons. It teaches you how to stay steady. It teaches you how to aim.
It's like such a good gun.
It is a good first weapon to have. They only have one thing on there though. It's like semi. Yeah. So like you press it each time. and hold it. But like on the 16s and stuff that we get, we got another. So I didn't know this actually, right? And I found this out. I was talking gun talk with somebody, and they was like, "No, we don't have that." I ain't know. So it's another switch, and it's burst, and you can switch it all over to burst, and you press it, and as soon as you press it, it'll just go.
Yeah.
And I didn't know. I thought everybody had that, but I was like, oh, maybe not.
Nah, dude. Like, people can like 3D print guns. You know what I mean? So like, people can have all sorts of crazy shit these days.
Switches on them. Yeah. Okay. Glad you had experience with that. The AR-15.
Yeah. Well, the irony of it all is that you say it's such a great training gun, right? But in reality, it's so easy to use. Someone like me can go in there and destroy my enemy first try.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, dude, this guy is fucking dead. That's why it's like you say it's easy, but I think it's like they've engineered it to where it's so easy, like a novice can pick it up.
Yeah.
And destroy his enemy, which is not actually a good gun that should be accessible to everybody.
Well, I mean, if you got that, it's powerful.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But if you got that, like 1, 2, 3, and I come out there with, you know what I'm saying, with a switch or something like, let's say even a deuce, like a 22, like not the shotgun 22, a small joint, like, and I'll come like, it's going to eat you up quick. Now you might take it, whatever, but still AR-15 is super powerful. Like I would not go up against an AR-15 with a 22, not at all. 22 is just quicker.
So what's a good, give me a matchup. Give me like a matchup.
I'm not a big gun guy actually, so I'm probably not the best for this. I just have used guns when I've had to use them.
Fair enough.
That was it.
Yeah, I just I was very like, I'm an engineer, so I was very like, you know what I mean? I was like, these are, like when you make that machine that's like that easy to use versus that fucking sawed off shotgun.
Yeah.
Where I'm like they should put a weight limit on this thing.
True. I get it. Dang, I said I'm not a big gun guy, but like my favorite weapon is like, semi-automatic grenade launcher.
That's fun.
Yeah, with a thumb grip, you know what I'm saying? Then I was like, oh, that's a 50 cal. But you like, but you just said you're not a gun guy. Yeah, but you understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, no, I get it. It's like it's fun. Have you ever shot a rocket launcher?
Yes.
Yeah, like that was like, I was kind of sad they didn't have one of those there.
I did.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun, dude.
It was very fun.
Yeah, dude. And before we get off this army talk, did you have I'll tell you about this the greatest activity we ever did with the pledges.
Okay.
And maybe you like, this wasn't actually like a really good team building activity, and I think you'd get like a kick out of it. It's like you take all the pledges, and it's like at the end of their hell week, and they're fucking in the woods, and our woods were like at our chef's house, so it was like really safe. They think it's like we drove them blindfolded and shit, and there's like fucking we're like they're scared, like, well, how are we in the woods doing all this nonsense? But we know that they don't know. And it's like you put a rope around all the trees, like 4 trees, and you tell them you have to get over the rope while still remaining in contact with each other. You know what I mean? And if one of you disconnects, you guys got to start all back in the circle. And it's like actually a really fun team building activity. Like sometimes they fall, get a little hurt, but it's like, we're just like watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
I always wonder why fraternities and sororities do, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way. I always wonder why do you all do those things when, like, I get team building and brotherhood and sisterhood, but like, dang, I don't mean it to sound rude or disrespectful, but it's like, I know why they teach us that in the military.
Yeah.
Like, we use those things, like land nav, dropping us off in the middle of nowhere and finding our way back. Obviously, we have to do. But I'm like, in what ways? Because the goal is for, like, in corporate America, in what ways are you going to use that as an engineer? That's what, or like as as an investment banker or something. I be wondering. I don't know. Maybe
I don't
maybe
think
somebody
it has
will comment.
relate to be. I don't think it has a relation. I think it's just the idea is it's like brotherhood, right? Like,
I do get that camaraderie because we did come, like, some of my people that I went to training with, like are my closest friends. Like, I still can call them to this day. Like 2 of them, still 2. We still talk. We still call each other. We still cool. So he actually helped me shoot when I came to Philly. He actually helped me. He live in Philly. It was just a coincidence. And when I moved, he was like, yo, whatever you need, Like he got me a spot. He helped me out. He drove me around. Anything like this is my dog. And we ain't seen each other in like 10 years.
Yeah.
And as soon as I came, he dropped everything. And and that's how we kind of off.
That's how real boys are, dude.
Yeah, I'm the same way. If somebody need me, like if somebody I deployed with called me right now, right, I most likely will answer, and I would make sure they're okay. And if they I can hear if they not, and then I would be like, yo, I appreciate the time, and I would stop it just because we've been through a lot together, so
of course
I get that. So I do understand the camaraderie. And if I go to a city and I hit somebody up, they come through, or they like, yo, whatever you need. So I do get it. It makes sense.
Yeah, it's but I also do get yours is serious, and ours is brotherhood to get pussy. I mean, that's what the whole thing was about.
I mean, essentially ours was like that later. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. No, but up front yours is serious. You know what I mean?
I get it. Yeah.
You guys have a PT test. You guys have we let fatties in.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but it's fun, dude. Yeah. Wait. Okay. One more. When those people hazed you, did they say anything ever racist? Because you're kind of a little bit older. So before PC culture and all that shit was really a thing. You know what I mean? You can give me a soft yes or a soft no.
I don't think I can't think of anything racist that they said.
Love that.
Never really came out racist because they hated everybody equally.
Good. I love that. Yeah, that was my mentality when I hate you all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fuck fuck all you guys.
I don't think they cared about what our skin color was or background. It was you all are pieces of shit.
Yeah.
And you all are worthless.
I love that.
You don't deserve to live. That's what it was. Yeah, so I can't say they said anything racist.
When we joined our frat, I was one of two brown guys.
Okay.
And Patels, both of us. So, they had a heyday.
Yeah.
It was a good time. And maybe this is a lie I've heard, but did you do your first open mic when you were in the military?
Nah, I didn't do my first open mic in the military. I did my first one in Richmond.
Oh.
In Richmond. But the military is where I did get my start. I do know what you're talking about, but yes. Yeah, I was in the military doing open mics.
Yeah, okay. Let's do some pivot to comedy now.
All right, talk to me.
Yeah. So I need to know what drove you to this madness. Because, I often feel I wanted to do comedy. I wanted to make people laugh, but there's so many accessories to this game. And am I getting lost in the sauce? What's happening? You know what I mean? I got a fish on the wall. What's going on? So what, Trayvon? Why you here, dude? What are you doing here?
Here at the Bhav, or you mean in comedy? You talking about why I'm here in comedy, right?
Yeah, dude. Well, because you're doing comedy, you're here at the Bobcast, and that's how we met, right?
Yeah. All right. Why am I here in comedy? For real, all right, this finna sound like a real deep answer or whatever. I don't mean to be that guy, but it's I kind of I like to tell my story, and and it's a one-way conversation. Yeah. So if I'm doing it and people are finally listening to me, you know what I'm saying? So I get to tell my story, and I get to evoke emotion, whether that's happiness, whether that's change, whether anything. I use my words to evoke something, and I kind of like that.
Yeah. Well, now you're saying I get that. You're a storyteller, I'm a storyteller, and that's why we get along. But what if they're not listening? Sometimes you ever feel like you're telling a story, but you're not listening to what I'm saying.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, and what do you do then?
I keep going. I just keep. It depends. If I'm if I really care, I mean, the deal. You get them on your side early. When you get them on your side early, they're listening.
Yeah.
And I don't have to worry about if they're not listening or not. I've learned different tactics to make people listen. You ever heard of Toastmasters?
No.
It's a public speaking organization.
Okay.
And,
help me
I've
out.
taken that, and you get like 10 courses. You do like 10 speeches, and then you become a competent communicator or something of the sort. And then you can be like a public speaker, whatever. I don't use it. I just used it just to do, like, help me out with comedy.
Yeah.
So they teach you tools on how to get people more engaged, how to make people listen, how to do certain gestures of your hands with your eyes, how to turn your body, voice inflection, stuff like that. So I kind of like have studied it to make people listen, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So and that's kind of I kind of don't have that problem. But if they're not listening, I just. It's sometimes it's work. It's just my job. I'm gonna do my jokes and I get off stage and collect my money and all right, cool. Right, another gig tomorrow. So
do you ever lash out at the audience?
Not at all.
It's never in your. I've never seen that. You know, some comedians would blame sometimes the audience.
Yeah.
And I've never seen any. I've tried it a couple of times to be like, oh, it's you guys, not me.
Nah, I'm never gonna do that. They paid their money, and
How about like at an open mic though? Have you ever got mad at an open mic audience? That's where that's where I've done this.
Yeah,
I've never done it for a paying audience.
I can't say that I have. If I have, I'm sure probably. You know what I'm saying? If I have, it probably was early on. But even if it's an open mic audience, I kind of look at it like what can I do? Like if I'm the type of person, if I expanded everything that I can do, then cool. But if I didn't, then I still something I could do. So it's like I could have done this better. I could have done that faster. Like I record myself a lot when I started off, and I watch myself and I do it like game film. Like I break it down, like stop. Okay, let me rewind. Okay, what did I do? Okay, they said something right there. I could have interjected with something quick with it like this, or maybe I could have did. So like I'm like before I put it on them, I make sure it's all on me. And if it's absolutely positively nothing, then you just chalk it up like you can't win them all, man. You just cool.
You win them all. No, I love that. I love that. Yeah, that's what I feel. Like you can't ever blame the audience, dude.
Nah.
You're up there you're volunteering for this bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And nobody put a gun out here and say do comedy.
Yeah.
We willingly, and we do this every day. We willingly go back and take this punishment.
Exactly. Oh yeah, I hate when people get so mad at the audience. Unless they're like heckling you or being rude. It's like dude, come on, give it a break.
Even still, like I mean, I grew up trash talking. Like I'm not the biggest trash talker.
Yeah.
But I can.
Oh,
and it's like, hey, listen, are you sure? It's like, look, I got the mic, so I'm standing over you. I already have a position of power. Ooh. They're already gonna listen to me, and I'm gonna say something real quick and time it, and they're gonna laugh, and then I'm gonna keep going. You're not gonna be able to get anything out. This is not gonna be a good day for you.
Yeah.
And
that was hot the way you just talked to me like that.
Go ahead, man.
No pause, dude. Wait, so that was really it? That's why you really started comedy? Just to tell your story? You didn't have like any like fucking this is the moment like where I know I should go do this. You know what I mean?
I mean, I do have.
What is that?
I mean, it was a few times, right? So like I was feeling a pull towards it, and there was this guy.
Did you watch comedy as a child?
Yeah, okay. I did. I really liked comedy, Def Comedy Jam, Comic View, all that stuff.
So you always knew what it was.
Yeah,
it was out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's this guy named Bam. Shout out Bam, Michael Bam White. He was in Richmond, and I was doing an event, and because I did audio AV, like live AV and stuff. I think we talked about this before.
Yeah,
so,
I know you're an audio guy.
Yeah, so for the people who don't know, I'm an AV guy, AV technician. So I do live sound, video, audio. I started off with DJing with my father doing that, and then audio in church, yada 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 yada. All right, so I'm DJing this gig with my father, and then I'm actually doing audio because my father's DJing and they got a band, so I'm doing the sound for the band. Comedian comes in, his name Bam, cool guy, and he's super dope. And I was talking to him like, yo man, I've been thinking about doing this. He's like, all right, well let me know. Then I did another event. Bam is there again, and I'm the sound person again, so I get to see him. And then he said, I'm like, yo, this must mean something. So he gave me his number, and I asked him all the questions, all the rookie stuff. How do you know? How do you come up with the all the stuff when they be coming to ask you? And I'm like, and so I try to be patient with people because I was there, and Bam, I went to this open mic, and Bam came to the open mic. And Bam is actually he's a real big deal, period, but a big deal in Richmond. Like he been doing it over 20 years. So somebody like a Toure, like with no Bam, like Bam been everywhere.
He's been there.
Yeah, he know the game. He's a big deal. So he came to the open mic. Everybody like, oh, he told him he came solely just to support me. Aww. And then people knew that, okay, I roll with him.
Yeah.
And I did that, and really it was a moment where I knew that I was really supposed to do this. I was overseas, and I was supposed to go with another unit, with this another somewhere else, right? And this lieutenant colonel, he signed this memorandum for me to stay with him because I was doing audio for him, and he's a chaplain. And he was like, "Yo, we gonna do this. We got this fashion show thing I want to do, and it's like a talent show. I want you to host it. I want you to tell your jokes. Just be you, be a comedian, tell the jokes and host it, whatever." And I was like, "Yeah, but I'm supposed to leave." He was like, "All right, cool." He helped me out, sign this memorandum, whatever, and then I just didn't end up going. And the place I went to go, that day I was supposed to go, word got back out that as soon as 40 soldiers went over there, as soon as they went, they blew up the gate. All 40 soldiers died. And so I was like, and I was staying there to do the comedy. So I was like, all right, I hear you. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. That's kind of why I still kind of to go hard with
it. And did you smash that night?
What with the? Oh yeah, it was like at the amphitheater. It was like outside. It was like I don't know if it was 3,000 people, but it was like a lot of people. Yeah. I'm gonna say 3,000, but it was like a lot of the whole base. People from different bases came. It was a whole big thing. You know what I'm talking about? And like I was out there. I was telling my jokes, and like that was the first time you tell a joke, and like you hear the eruption of everybody. It was so dope, man. It was so dope. They would people would be coming for I'll be going to different bases, and people would like say like, hey, and I would be like, oh yeah, that was me. So it was cool. It was like being a little celebrity in the Middle
East. It gave you a
taste
of it.
Yeah.
Like that's like it's like I had that experience too, kind of. Like I did like a fucking little male talent show to raise money for our high school, Mr. North Penn. And my talent was like comedy. I didn't really have a talent, but like it was in an auditorium.
Okay.
I crushed it, you know what I mean? And it was like then I went and became an engineer, my soul died. And I'm trying to like become happy again somehow. But like that, like the first time a video goes like little viral on like social media, that's almost like that, like real viral.
Yeah.
And like real heat, dude. Like everything.
And everybody
you say,
know you. Yeah.
No, it was like almost like, see, that was good for me because the whole audience was like my high school and like all the teachers and everything.
Yeah.
But it was like I got to like 7 minutes into my act, like my act was roasting people, which I'm awful at, right?
Okay.
It was just like I got like my friends to help me write the roast, but like I went up there and performed it. It was like, if you did something, your talent, I just redid your talent.
Okay.
But like I got to a point where I was like, I could say something and the whole audience would laugh. And it was like, I was like, is this what you guys want? Laugh. Okay. Laugh. Laugh. It was like, it got so stupid. And I was like, oh. And until I find that again, I don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
That feeling is good when you got them, baby.
Yeah.
That feeling, For
me, it's
feeling.
not like everyone knowing you after. It's like that and that response almost. It's like such a loud lion yelling at you. It's like almost like such a what can talk to you that's that loud? You know what I mean? Literally, like, is that God? You know, is that what God is? Something like a fucking auditorium or like a fucking like a Lincoln Financial Center yelling back at you, like that's like fucking.
And it's instant too. You hear it as soon as you say it, bam, it go right to it's real time. Ain't nothing like
and
it.
And it's waves, dude. It's not just like it's not just like fake audio. It's like heat. You know, it's bad breath.
Ain't nothing like it, baby. Ain't nothing like it.
You know, you have like where did you conjure this like such a friendly attitude? Is it because you're Southern? Maybe. Oh, it's because you're old. Have a lot of old people in your life.
I guess, man. I mean,
Do you ever get mad?
Yeah.
What when? How do you do it? Physical? Like, oh no, work out a lot. How do you ever handle all this? Because I try to, good times. I try to be a friendly guy.
I don't know. When I get upset, I wasn't always this way.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've done a lot. I made a lot of stupid mistakes and things I wish I could take back out of anger. So due to that now, I just be like, I just think. If something happen, I get real, real calm, and it's not worth it. I just think, and I just will like leave before I become disrespectful.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my thing. So before I do anything stupid or be disrespectful, I'll just leave.
You know why I love that?
Why?
women apparently hate that.
Yeah.
On social media, they say, "Oh, when my man gets quiet." Do you hate that when your man gets quiet? They hate that shit. Oh, Trayvon, let out those emotions, baby.
Yeah,
and you're like, nah.
Yeah, I just would I mean, it's lit right there. He's lit. I mean, listen, it can be like being cool as a cucumber can irritate some women.
Yeah.
I mean, but like I said, I've never really always been this calm. I was a hothead, like growing up. I was a huge hothead. So due to that, I just like didn't want to be that way. And my father told me like one day he was like, yo, why would you give somebody? He said, would you let somebody give somebody power over you? I said, no. He said, will you let them tell you what to do and when to do it? Like, no. He said, why would you let somebody do that then? They're now commanding you when they get angry. Why would you give somebody that much control over you? And that was a moment where I understood. I always remember that. So I don't let anybody have that much control over me.
Yeah.
And then and here's what I will say, right? Like with the women or whatever, right? Like if you're dating somebody, like if somebody is bringing out the worst of you, don't be there.
Yeah.
Just don't be there. Don't do nothing stupid. Don't get aggressive. Don't do nothing. Like for whatever reason, here is bringing out something in me that I do not like about me.
Yeah.
And I need to do the reflection on me, why this is even here and why I'm even allowing myself to go there. And this is something inside of me that can get out. So I need to work on that, and I need to leave this alone. So just, man, just dip, man. Don't let nobody get you out your character like that.
Yeah, no, I know. I really loved what you said was that thing where like, oh, if someone says something that gets you pissed off, they own you. You know what I mean? It's like so true. It's like, hey, it's like you getting me so energized. Yeah. Over something I can put this energy somewhere else.
It's a reflection of like kind of like what you dealing with. Like if somebody be like, you know what I'm saying, with your gay ass, and I know I'm not gay, I'm just like, okay. Like it doesn't bother me if somebody was like, yo, that dude gay. Yeah. And I'm walking down the street and everybody like, he's gay. And like everybody outside the windows is like, Trayvon is gay. I would just keep walking up and be like, yeah. Cause like it doesn't bother me. Yes. You know, so if somebody says something and it does something to me, it's like, what is it about me that I need to work on? No. That, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I totally feel that.
Yeah.
Man, if it was about me, I'll eventually start thinking like maybe they know something I don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just like yo, why is that bothering me? Maybe it's some work I need to do.
Am I gay?
Well, I would be like, well, I know I'm not, so you know.
And then I called my best mate Trell.
Hey Trell, they say I'm gay, but Nico would be like, nah, man, that's not okay. Trell would be like, I mean, but you are gay. Trell,
give me this handy so I know.
Trell would be like, I mean, they're pretty right. You are pretty gay. And he'll say it with the straightest face. Nico would talk to me, nah, man, you know, it's okay, you know. And my sister Jasmine would be like, I've been telling you, you've been gay all your life. So, and Nico's the only one be like, nah, man, that's not okay, you know. So,
you know, Fat Juicy?
Nah.
Jared Little?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm never calling him Fat Juicy, by the way.
So Fat Juicy, he plays a character on stage. That's a wild
name. Okay, character on stage.
Yeah, it's like
I thought you was walking around calling this grown man Fat Juicy.
And he brought Fat Juicy on the Bobcast, and we did an episode, me and Fat Juicy. And one thing he said to me is because I'm so nice, I have feminine energy. And has anyone ever brought that up to you? Like your kindness is almost feminine.
Some people have said that, but I mean, at the same time, like I'm kind of like a dude. Like, yeah, I've done like the most, like, you know how some people be like overly macho and masculine, whatever. I'm like, you can try to be that. I've done the most masculine thing. Yeah, I've served for your freedom. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't get no more masculine than that. So, I mean, I've heard it before, but it's not a prominent thing. But and I mean, I feel like even still, if somebody was to say that, I find that like as a compliment, because like females, the feminine thing is caring, is gentle. You know what I'm saying? And females are tough. You feel what I'm saying? Like the like I don't want to have cycles and cramps and carry a baby and stuff like that. Like the greatest gift God has ever given to people is like the ability to give life.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And they are the ones to bear it and give it.
And
so
I
like
don't have to do it.
yeah, and so feminine is not a soft thing. So like if they say that, and not to sound like a pick me or to be extra like, you know what I'm saying, pro woman or whatever, because like now guys we say
simp.
this. Yeah. But it's like that's just real talk. Like so if somebody would say that, I would kind of get upset. I'd be like, is that an insult? 'Cause that's not an insult to me. So yeah.
Nah, there's so many podcasts on the internet where fucking like my whole TikTok right now is filled. I don't know how it got this way, but it's filled with just like so many bitches hating on dudes and so many dudes hating on bitches. And that's like, who are these people? It's like porn stars, OnlyFans girls, and like weird like Instagram dudes. You know what I mean? Like social media dudes. And these are the worst people to give dating advice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like how and it's refreshing to hear you say that, because it's not simping, dude.
Yeah.
It's just being a nice. You know what demisexual is? I just learned this recently.
Nah, what's
dude,
that?
Demisexual is someone who likes to get to know someone before they fuck them.
That should be a normal. I mean, all right, listen. we grown, and if we gonna do the do, we gonna do the do.
Yeah.
Cool. But like in my experiences, I found to be more enjoyable, and I get you get it all. If you just take your time and get to know them, chill, like learn what they're about, how they're about, what I'm about, how I'm about. By the time we finally do, like, you know, it's I get more than than the person who just was trying to smash.
Well, even if you just smash on just because you like each other, how they look, right? But at the basic definition, it's like, I have to enjoy something about you before we slam. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's how mating works.
Yeah. And then I do a lot, you know what I'm saying? So it's like if I'm willing to give my energy, here,
your
like,
precious time, baby.
And this dick ain't free. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? Like,
how much you charge for it? How much I gotta give you?
It's a jar. By my dick, it's a jar. Right there, baby. You can't get into my jar, Bhav. You know what I'm saying? Sorry.
Jar? Or how I got put dollars in? Hundreds in it?
Probably hundreds.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I work hard, man. We got hard hats.
Okay.
You're a hard hat dog. I'm a hard hat dog.
Okay. All right.
You know?
Okay.
I will work hard for my money.
Well, the shop is closed for you.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, if I spend my time, like comedy, traveling, or whatever, if I'm gonna choose to engage, I'm, and expel my energy here, like I at least need to like something about you. I ain't kind of into the frivolous, you know what I'm saying? Not at this point in my life.
You know what it is?
Life. What's up?
I love it. It's everything you've been saying to me in the last 35 minutes is like I've been feeling for the last couple of years, is because I'm getting tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired. My hips hurt. I don't have time for that young man energy, man. When I first went to college and I just learned what Adderall is, man, I could be out here, giving all this energy, man.
Yeah.
I got nothing to my name.
Yeah.
No, I sometimes tell bitches, you ever heard about editing? You know what editing is? Or I gotta edit a podcast.
Okay. Okay, for sure. Okay.
You know how that will drain a dog. You know what I mean? Then I don't want to hang out with you after I edit. I just want to crawl up and.
Yeah, it takes time, man. And so if I'm gonna spend my time, I want to be into you in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah. No, that's beautiful. That's what that's how it should be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how it's got to be. I love that. Let me ask you a question. Do you like animals?
Yeah.
What's your favorite type of animal?
I'm really into cats.
Wow. I love cats too, but you gotta. I mean, there's all the animals.
All right. Specifically, my two favorite animals are jaguars.
Okay.
And cougars.
Jaguars and cougars.
Two
okay.
specifically.
Tree cats.
Yeah.
Tree cats. You can climb a tree?
Can I climb a tree?
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Well, a jaguar doesn't climb. That's a leopard.
Oh, now I'm racist. Fuck.
A leopard climbs trees.
Yeah.
And a jaguar is the one that swims.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
They look similar, but they don't.
Dude.
Like a leopard spots are closed, and a jaguar spots, they got open spots and may have a small dot.
Which ones do they have in India? Do you know? Which ones kill my people?
They have, those are tigers and leopards.
Tigers and leopards. Thank you. Yeah, represent. Those are my people. Those are my kitties.
Yeah, I'm saying, okay.
Maybe I've been trying to get a tattoo recently, and I'm like trying to figure out what do I want to get tattooed on my body.
I think leopards are in India. I know tigers are in India.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if leopards are in India or not. So, but I know that tigers are in India.
Yeah, dude. And then you want to get a little kitty, huh?
Well, I do, but I don't. My mom's petrified of cats. So if I get a cat, my mom will never.
Yo,
come
is your
visit me.
mom from the motherland at all?
Nah,
Okay.
my father is, not my mom.
What got her? Okay, so that's not even the purpose of that question. Is it what got her scared of cats?
Well, she was saying that she would see them like fall from the top of a building and land on their feet, and that was very creepy. She said anything that does that, and you know that cats can like, their bones can kind of like squish and contort to fit in small places. She was like, it was just very freaky. So she was like, nope.
You know what it is?
What's
Cats can squeeze through whatever their whiskers are. Their whiskers are basically like the side mirrors of a car. Whatever those can squeeze through, your car can squeeze through. Cats measure their fucking width. So even like almost like a fat cat, you know what I mean? Like
that's interesting.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I wanted to be like a fucking marine. I wanted to be something like ologist of animals when I was little.
That would be a zoologist.
Zoologist, and then
I know this because I wanted to be a zoologist.
I love that.
Yeah, I wanted to be a zoologist, bro.
Yeah. And then I was allergic to animals, like cats, dogs, and all that. So I was like marine biologist, and I love fucking sea animals.
Okay.
And then my parents were like, "How much money are you going to make?" And you know what?
It's not all about the money.
Yes.
You know. Than me, obviously, because I'm a comedian.
Yeah.
A full-time professional comedian, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not.
Yeah, but you had like a real job at one point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I did at one point, and
yeah, and that's like you got to do that when you're a comedian. Like I sometimes don't like when people are like, "Oh, this is a tough life." Yeah, then get a fucking job and support yourself a little bit and keep doing comedy.
Yeah, and the thing I will say to that though is that the amount of energy that you put, it depends on what you want.
Yeah.
Right? Because the amount of energy that I can now put into comedy, you see how much you grow on stage when you just do comedy. You become a lot funnier. You write better material. You not necessarily write better material. You perform different. It's like, I need this $40. You might not need it, but I need this $40. And like you have to, like, you got to come up with new material. Like, this is how I eat. Like, you care about your performance at the job because you don't want to get fired. For me, the goal is not to get booked. The goal is to get booked again.
Yes.
So when I'm like, hey, listen, a feature spot, you paying, you know what I'm saying, $250 or whatever. So I'm like, hey, listen, I'm going to send this tape. You seen what I can do, and I'm doing what I could do at this other place. Hey, I want you to record this 15 minutes, and I send this tape out to people. Who's like, I put that into. So that's the difference. The only thing I can say is, until you've done comedy only and full time, you don't know you don't know what it feels like to, like, or why they say don't have a job.
Yeah.
I understand why it sucks.
Yeah.
It's lonely, it's broke, but it's a certain pride into it. Like, I got a gig.
It
like,
gives you almost like a desperation.
Yeah.
Almost. But like, you know what, to me, I watch like my parents argue about money. You know what I mean? And like, I can only do comedy so comfortable.
Yeah.
Like you know, like when I'm up there sometimes at an open mic, I'm throwing shit against a wall. And the only reason I'm allowed to do that is because I can support myself. And like, I feel like sometimes like my mom still keeps saying, like, you know, you can give that up and become a doctor. Like, think about the parameters of that. I can give this up, become a doctor, when I've already spent so many years becoming an engineer.
Yeah.
Think about the logic in this, Trayvon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the thing is, if I didn't have this job, I feel like that pressure would be like, fucking, it's too much. And then I would cave. You know, I don't think I'm strong enough to take all that. You know what I mean? That's a lot.
Yeah. I don't have that, so.
But I feel that, you know what I mean? Like you, sometimes you, like, that's why sometimes when I do bigger sets that pay better money, I really have a good time and don't think about, like, sometimes people have been like, hey, Bob, can you stop saying bitches so much? And I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. But, like, you know, I was smiling and saying bitches. Is that bad?
I think so. You said the B word quite a few times today.
Is it bad the way I've been saying it? See? Nobody notices. Oh, wait. That was a definitive statement you said. Yeah. That was a question. Oh, see? Nobody even noticed.
Well, I'm not a cursor, so that's the difference. And out of the two of us, she's definitely the cursor.
Oh, you see this? Now, see this all.
Yeah, see. Yeah. I think I've cursed like in reference to like something that like somebody else has said, but I'm not really a.
Okay, so when I also say bitches, it's not about women. It's like when I first put out the podcast, I put out like a little video, a little sketch that was like, hey, I even refer to me as a bitch.
I mean, hey, listen, man, this your show, man, dude. You know what I'm talking about, dude? Yeah, do your thing.
Thank you. Okay, Trayvon, if you could fight an animal and win, which one would it be?
If I can fight an animal and win,
yeah,
which one would it be?
I felt like this was a really good question to ask a military guy.
If I can fight an animal, it'd be a peacock.
Wow, that's so fucked up.
And win, I got two. It'd be a peacock and an alligator. Peacock would be right, and the alligator, and I'll tell you when. The peacock, it would be outside the stable of the barn, like, you know, so I'm not caged in, whatever, because the feathers can distract me or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And the alligator or the crocodile, it will be right after it eats.
Dog, you're naming all these parameters, man. I'm saying, like,
you said when. You said when.
Oh.
You said that. You said what would it be and when.
I meant like, you know, like morning, afternoon, nighttime. Not like, after
what?
You just.
Well, you didn't give the specifics. I did answer your question. You didn't say what time of the day.
Okay. So why?
Why peacock?
Yeah.
Cause they be thinking they better than, you know what I'm talking about, coming out with your colors and feathers and stuff like that. You gonna just come out and like buck up. Like, who you bucking at, bro? Like, calm down. You know what I'm talking about? Like, nah, not over here, baby.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you ain't finna come over here peacocking trying to, you know, mess with mines. You feel me? No.
Yeah.
Carry your colorful self on somewhere else, you know? Mm-hmm. And an alligator, just alligators or crocodiles are known to be strong and ferocious, right?
Yeah.
So it's like smacking the biggest one first and knocking them out, and then be like, yeah, anybody else want to try it? Uh-huh. So if I killed and crocodiles and alligators, they're weak and they get lazy after they eat, and they like basically go into a state of coma, comatose or whatever. So it's easier to like kill them and stuff like that. And my favorite animal being the jaguar. The jaguars kill crocodiles and alligators all the time. You feel me? So I would get into my jaguar bag and then I kill them, and they be like, I've slayed the alligator, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be walking around and I'll throw it out into the river and the muddy waters, and I'll be like, is this your king? And I throw it out like, you all must bow to me now, you know what I'm saying? Now the alligators all coming around circling and bowing to me, and I'll be like, yeah, you're welcome. You feel me?
Yeah, I do. Have you ever thought about like doing an animation, or do you ever want to do voiceover work in cartoons?
I would. I did like Cree Summers growing up. I'm a big fan of Cree Summers. You know who Cree Summers is?
No, what is that?
Cree Summers, that's a woman. Cree Summers is
who is she?
She's a voice actor. She does she was in Rugrats.
Okay.
She was a kid named Code Next Door.
Hell yeah.
Cree Summers is the voice over person that you can think of, like all your favorite people. Like, we can even look up all the things that Cree Summers has done. Let's look up Cree Summers.
I should do this for us, actually, because I can bring it up on the TV, actually.
Oh, you can? Cree Summers.
Because, there's something I like to do at the very end of the podcast anyway that's on the TV.
Okay.
And it's like, but I got to bring it up with your eyes closed.
Okay. I have my eyes.
Nah, but let's do Creed Summers first.
Cree, not Creed. Cree. Cree.
Yes. You know what? One feature I love is recently I've been really enjoying is like if you screen mirror from your iPhone to your TV, it turns the TV on.
Really?
From your iPhone.
Okay.
And that's like fucking tech support out the wazoo. You know what I mean? Like, look at it. It's like turning on, connecting to my phone.
All right. Yeah. Cree Summers. That's a different word, like Cree Summers. I deserve to do these numbers. The kid that made that.
Right,
deserve that made back so many records in my basement. I'm sweet on my spaceship.
All right. So this. Don't look at that.
Okay. All right.
That's only because this girl.
Hey, it's all. Hey, you ain't got to explain it. It's okay.
Here. I want to try to get her on the podcast.
Okay.
So
all right.
Really Google her for a second.
All right, but she's on there. She's really on that.
I don't know why she's still saved here.
You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm looking at, right?
Here. Yeah, I know. Tiff Bannister. I've been trying to get her on the podcast for a second.
Oh, but she's actually a star.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. All right, cool.
Yeah, she has more views than me, dog.
All right, well, you know
what I mean, baby?
All the comedians are gonna want to come to that one.
All right, come. All right, Cree.
Yeah, Cree.
Summers.
Yeah, right there. Bam, Summer. It's popped up for you. Cree Summer.
Oh wow.
Also, she's a person who I take like fashion stuff from. Like you could tell.
I see hat on hat, baby. Hat on hat crime.
Hat with the rings and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Look at that. Isn't it crazy? Wait, hold on.
You can look up. She was on Kid Named Code Next Door.
This picture, I thought she was like almost like light skinned.
She is light skinned.
And then I saw this picture. And is she just wearing? Okay, she's probably wearing a lot of makeup.
Yeah, she light skinned.
Okay, so then this was a controversy I wanted to bring up. Because Apu from the fucking Simpsons, he's narrated by a white guy, and I never really cared about that. Okay. So what do you think about like cross narration beyond races? Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't care.
I mean, if it's watching it can seem wild. Like if I'm,
you're not supposed to know.
And I understand that. I'm saying watching it. If I'm actually watching a white guy saying, "Yeah, fuck them niggas on the south side," and I'm watching it, I might be like, "Hey, yo, whoa," but like on the for the animation, it's like whatever would be best for the character. So it's kind of like art. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, that ain't really my thing.
Was that our timer?
No. Oh, okay. It's just an alarm.
What's that for? You got to take your birth control?
Not quite. It's just an alarm. I just be forgetting like I would have my alarms like time when it's time to get up to start getting ready to go to perform and stuff like that. Of course,
I love that.
If I'm sleeping, So Cree Summers, you see all the stuff she was in. Can you see all the stuff she was in?
Yeah. Let's look. Of course we can, because we have had this opportunity this whole time. All right, ready?
Yeah.
My Life as a Teenage Robot.
Mm-hmm.
Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Mm-hmm.
Kids Next Door.
Mm-hmm.
Drawn Together. Rugrats.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm going to have to open it into her IMDb. She's an accredited great woman.
Yeah, she's the voice actor when you think you need a voice acting person. She's the person.
That's like one of my, like, Trayvon.
What's up?
What is ultimately, I like to ask this questions to people.
All right.
And beyond just from comedies. That's what I like to sometimes say about comedies. We're comedies.
All right. Well, before you do that, you ask me, have I ever thought about the voice acting? Is there a reason you asked me that?
I think maybe just something in the Bhav hole led me to that.
Oh, for sure. Okay.
You know what I mean?
It wasn't my nice move voice.
It probably is. You know what I mean? But like you could probably play like an old guy.
Okay.
And like you know what I mean? I made Jewel Boy right here, right? Like this cartoon.
Jewel Boy. Okay.
And then I voiced like 9 characters. If I was to give you one, I would not give you one of these Jewel pods.
Okay.
I would probably give you one of the fucking Jewel sticks. You know what a Jewel is?
Nah.
Those the young white kids smoke them.
Oh, okay.
And it's like a USB.
Because I'm always around young white kids.
At comedy sometimes. You know what I mean? That's a place for them.
Okay.
And it's like I'll show you right here. And you see the fucking, look at the TV. This is what we can do. This is what it is, okay? Jewel Pod. So this is a device that's killing children all across America. And it's Jewel, you know what I mean? And these things are like these pods that you see behind us. And then they get plugged into this.
Oh, those. I've seen those around.
Yeah.
Those vapes, essentially. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've seen them
And this whole cartoon is based around this whole idea.
I had to put my glasses on to see it.
Yeah, okay. You blind ass. And you know what? That's like that's why I kind of this was like a big thing on Netflix. Like because children were smoking these things on Netflix, it normalized kids in real life smoking them. And I thought, COVID is happening. What is hot? Jules, let me make a cartoon, and nobody watched it. You know what I mean?
That happens.
It happens, but I did the whole workflow.
Okay.
So because you have such a beautiful voice, I thought maybe animation.
Appreciate
you
it.
know?
Thank you for a compliment.
Yes.
All right. So your question.
And then this leads to like
yeah.
my ultimate highway in comedy is like kind of like comedy, the Bhavcast. Maybe I can transition this podcast into whatever it needs to be. Mm-hmm. And then like animation voiceover.
Okay.
Like what is your path up the road? Like what is that, like the things that keep you occupied when you I don't know if you have ADHD, but I don't know if I could just only do comedy. Like if I get in a writing rut, what is the thing that gets me? You know what I mean?
So all right. So what question are you saying? Where do I want to go, or where do I see my career going, or what do I want to do? Is that what you're saying?
Okay. Like imagine this: 40 years deep.
Yeah.
Like what are the pillars of Trayvon that is, you know, that your brand or what you're doing? You know what I mean? Like how do you see yourself? What is the path for the dog?
All right. So I try not to sound funny or anything, but I try not to like really put those stipulations on it, right? Mm-hmm. Like the goal is to be good, be great as a stand-up comedian, because that's gonna be the basis for everything. Everything I've gotten is because I'm good on stage. People are like, hey, can you do this podcast? Hey, can you I filmed like a few short movies with people. They be like, they see me on stage. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you want to come be a part? Anything I've gotten has solely become from me being good on stage. So I feel like the more I work on that, everything else is going to come. And I'll feel it. Like wherever I pivot to, I'll know, like God to kind of tell me like, yo, this is where, like, I like television. I like live broadcasting. Like I would like to have like probably like my own late night show or something like that. I would love to do that.
Like interviewing people.
Yeah.
Doing a little monologue.
Yeah, something like that.
Talent.
Yeah, I would love something like that. Or television period. Like I don't know. I don't really know. Like I'm just enjoying doing stand up right now.
Okay, but how about this one? Let me pivot you this far. You know, this is like it doesn't need to be in this realm, like right?
Right.
Like I love to snowboard, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if I could just like do whatever I can, make some like maybe $100K a year through like snowboard, whatever. Like what are some other things like you think like it doesn't like
does it have to be comedy?
You know, I might have to blank her name out just because like it's like it's a good one. It's like I asked, you know, Romy Rosner. She's a big staple in Philly. She was like a roast battle champion a lot of times.
Okay.
And like I asked her like, hey, like she came into the Bhavcast. I got like way too hammered and like just talked about me the whole time. And so I was like, let me not drop this episode. I'll bring you back. And she does a podcast now with Chris Aleo. And I was like, we'll just do that together. Okay. I was like, you know, it's probably better for all
I know who
us.
that is. I know who Chris is.
Yeah. So Romy was here in Philly. Then she moved to New York. And when I asked her, like, and I asked her after the episode. And she was a little turned. I was a little turned. And she was like, I want to do Kevin Hart shit. And Kevin, like, and I've always wanted to do Kevin Hart shit. What Kevin Hart shit is like getting into a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Of what you like.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. Okay. So that's really it. Like doing whatever it is that I want to do.
But what do you like to do? That's
so
what I'm asking.
so the stuff that I like to do outside of comedy is like has nothing to do. So cool. So I'll tell you like I enjoy dancing.
Dancing?
Actually, right? Yeah.
Okay. What kind of dancing?
I actually do Latin and ballroom dancing.
Oh, sexy boy.
Yeah, I actually do Latin and ballroom dancing, and I would take lessons, and I used to be in this dance troupe, where we do like rueda, and rueda stands for like a wheel, and it's like a Cuban casino style dancing and salsa dancing. So we would do that. I was in that group. Triente Tres, I'm saying it all wrong, you know what I'm saying, but they know who I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying. My man Mike, shout out to them or whatever. So I like that. I had a guy named, my dance instructor was a guy named Sebastian.
Oh, that's such a sexy name,
Sebastian,
dude.
and Sebastian he was my dance instructor. He would teach me, you know what I'm saying, and he would like teach me my posture and stuff like that, and how to dance and all that good jazz. So I grew up dancing. I was a dancer before, so I always like that's my little secret.
You must have great hip flexors.
I do.
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
Specifically, great. Yeah, I do.
I know, dude.
So I was always, and you know, music is my thing, and AV. Like I grew up, I would do music.
Yes. And you are a DJ. I've seen some pictures of you.
You've seen some pictures of me? Yeah. It was just always, I was always in the music, doing AV, whatever. So I really, really love setting up live for a band. Like, cause I'm in control. I can hear it. I know what I want to hear. Like, you know, like a bass guitar, you're supposed to be felt and not heard. You know what I'm saying? So I can like play to the bass that like I feel it. You know, we feel you. You know, I love.
Heard.
Yeah,
that's my brand of comedy.
There you go. Felt but not heard. Okay. Yeah. So I would do that, man. It'd be what I really enjoy. The stuff that I really enjoy, because comedy is just my job.
Yeah.
And it's a thing of like I can get up there and I can talk to people and I get paid for it.
Yeah.
And it puts me in rooms and it's still in a form of entertainment. So it's still art. Cool.
Yeah.
But that's my job.
Yeah.
But now what I enjoy do fun. Like I really enjoy hanging out with my friends. Like I told you, my 3 friends have been the same friends.
Okay.
I enjoy that. I enjoy movies. I love going to movies.
Okay.
I love going to the movies. There's nothing like, told you I grew up doing all AV, and my dad, we would install movie theaters and home surround sounds stuff. And so I'm like, I know what sounds good.
Surround sound. You love surround sound.
Yeah, I do. I just love sound, period.
Yeah.
And so I know it's like, I love when the screen comes up. It's 15 minutes of previews when it comes up there. I love the sound of it in the beginning. Of the screen coming up with the popcorn. And I love movies. I love going to movies.
I love
one
that.
of my favorite things. Dancing. I love going out to dance the night away. I secretly, and I don't, the people don't know it, but I always secretly have to have like a day, like, every so often while I'm just like, I know nobody, and I like dance the night away, and then I leave and I find another place to do that, and they be like, yo, who's that guy? And like nobody knows me. I don't get my Instagram. I don't do nothing. I just be out there killing it. You know what I'm talking about? And everybody just,
What are you wearing? Like, what are you wearing on one of those nights? That's what I love that. I love dancing. My hip flexors are so bad, so it's hard for me to dance. But I used to love dancing, like bump and grind, just like I'll turn my bitch around. You know what I mean? Anything, dude.
What
I love it.
I wear some nice shoes. You problem, bro. Nice shoes, like I like Chelsea boots. Chelsea boots are my thing. Okay. Just some nice shoes, sleek pants, like black pants or something, and something dark. I don't sweat it, like a collared shirt, like short sleeve collared shirt or something like that, and it'd be like dark blue or black or something.
And the hat?
I probably won't wear the hat because that'll draw a lot of attention. So at that time, remember, I just want to go and dance the night away and then dip. So I had like a rag though. I will have my rag on me. So you know what I'm saying, when they get, you know what I'm saying. So
and Trayvon, how about this one? When you're out there dancing, because you're out there dancing for just yourself,
vibe.
What if one of the ladies comes up to you, Trayvon, I want to dance with you. You said, no, madam. Well, I'm dancing.
Well, Latin dancing and ballroom dancing, you dance with women.
Oh, okay. So you're not just going to the club.
No.
Okay. You're going to one of these organized events.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now I see what you're stepping in.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's one. Yeah. That's what I like to do for fun, man. Dancing,
I love that.
Movies,
I love that.
And music, dog. Yeah.
Love that. Do you like what kind of what kind of physical exercise do you like beside or is dancing your only type of exercise you get?
No, I like calisthenics.
Okay.
I'm into muscle ups, pull ups, push ups, stuff like that.
Yoga? You doing the yoga?
I do from time to time, but I don't get some people they're deep in yoga, they're yogis. I just do stretches. I like to stay flexible.
Yeah, I wonder what when you say that to me, oh, they're deep into yogis. I wonder what you think deep into yogis is. May I ask you? Not in a rude way. Just
I'm saying they're yogis.
Oh, but
so when you're deep into yoga, you're called a yogi.
Yeah.
And you have it you have it set up you have the yoga blocks in your house. You have multiple yoga mats.
I love that. You think the yogi is within the material item of how many yoga blocks? No. That's I'm not even that's where I've recently just learned about it too. You know what I mean? I've been whitewashed my whole life, and then when I moved to Philly, I bought a couple of Jordans, dude. And you know what I mean? And then
shout out.
Yeah, dude, I gave you my freshest pair. My sister bought these for me
sure.
a couple years ago, and I don't wear them out because they're so fresh.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. I've worn them on stage a couple times, and I've bombed, but I've had black people come up to me after, your shoes are so dope.
Yeah, them Jones fresh, they are.
You know what that means?
Yeah,
you don't care about
what number those is. Okay.
I actually, they just came from Foot Locker.
Oh, for sure.
I'm not one of them.
Meaning Jordan, you got ones, you got fours,
I got a couple
sixes,
pairs,
sevens,
but I bought them
10,
because
12s.
when I moved to Philly, I was like, I don't want to be wearing Sperry's around here. I
still wear Sperry's.
Yeah, no, I do too.
I still wear Sperry's, and they get on me all the time, but I don't care.
Yeah, but I have a really nice pair that I bought 5 years ago that I've actually not really even wore.
Okay.
It's they're fucking they're ivory white, gold fucking eyelets, dude. They're fucking fresh.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I have nowhere to wear them.
Okay.
So I just I
you wear them out like that, a night that if you're going dancing, or if you're going to
never wear them.
If you're going to a nice event, if you're going to a nice bar or something like that, put that on like a lounge, like a grown and sexy bar. You 30 now, 30
I know,
plus.
But even still, there's always chance if someone spills something on them.
Well, the places I'm going, people not gonna be spilling.
You never know, Trayvon. I'm
sophisticated
telling you.
black people. We spend time on ours, so we ain't spilling nothing. We hey, you know what I'm talking about? Nah, you ain't.
I'm a probabilities man.
I get it.
And there's always when there's alcohol involved. There's always a.
I don't think you understand. Okay, I don't think you've been to an upscale black event.
Do you want to take me?
I would definitely take you to an upscale black event.
You know what I mean?
I'm talking about.
My friend one time invited me to a snowboarding cabin.
Okay.
And I was so helpful and I cleaned up, and he was like, Bhav, I didn't know you were like this. I was like, bro, you just know me from the fucking frat, dude, where we're fucking blacking out and doing blow and fucking smoking trees. I was like, what do you expect of me?
It's a few places here we'll take like jazz bar. I like going to after shows. What I like to do, is a few jazz bars that I like to go to, and just wind down, and I'll be there.
I love live music.
Yeah, so you know what I'll do? That I'll take you. You get dressed up. You can wear the Sperry's, and we go to a jazz spot, and nobody's gonna spill. Nobody's gonna spill drinks on you. I promise, because we all too worried about looking good.
Yeah. I want to have to show you these Sperry's because also they're not a fucking a jazz bar vibe either.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They're actually they're a fucking just a beach vibe.
For sure. Okay.
But they're a nice beach vibe. You going to the beach?
I would. It's not my first thing, but I'm more of a forest type of guy.
Oh, going to the Poconos, going to the
I've never been to the Poconos.
Really?
Yeah, never been to Poconos or Atlantic City.
You ski or snowboard at all?
Nah, never.
Damn. Are you afraid of the winter?
Not afraid of the winter. I just never.
Do you not enjoy it though?
I mean, it's cool. I just never really did it.
Would you ski or snowboard?
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
I do it. You know what I'm talking about? I just never did it. And the beach. I mean, we had Virginia Beach growing up, so we would go to Virginia Beach and stuff like that every now and then. But
I've been there.
yeah, and I mean, and I remember after like deploying, right, and like people be like, "Hey man, like yeah, let's go to the beach." I'm like, "Why?" They're like, "Let's go to the beach." I'm like, "I had enough sand." You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I want to go see any more sand actually. So yeah.
Oh, dude, Trayvon, this is what we need to do. This winter, I'm gonna take you snowboarding.
Okay.
Or skiing, whatever you think.
Whichever one works.
And you take me to some jazz.
All right.
Jazzy jazz. And I love to dance.
That and I'll take you Latin dancing.
All right, dude. We've been at this for a while. I like to play this one game. Actually, maybe
Right.
2 games. Do you like ice cream? Then I won't make you play the second game.
I don't eat ice cream now.
Why? Why are you so racist against ice cream?
Well, if it's chocolate or vanilla, I still won't eat it.
But like, what does it for? You know, I'm an ice cream man.
Well, I'm vegan.
Oh my god. Why, Trayvon? And
Why?
most respectful way. My sister is vegan. I don't mean it in a fucking
Yeah.
the meanest way, like that, like ignorant people do. I was a vegetarian for the first 20 years of my life.
Yeah.
I mean, in the most respectful way. Why, Trayvon? Why are you vegan?
I've been vegan for quite some time now.
How long? I need to
has it
know
been like 3
because-
years? Has it been like 3 years? Was it going to 2024?
3 years. Have you
Yeah.
relapsed at all? Anywhere in between?
Not when I decided to do it. Nah.
Okay, so can I tell you something about very pretentious vegans and vegetarians?
Talk to me.
Those that have been doing it for lifetimes will say to you, if you are just embarking on the journey, and you have relapsed, or this idea of, when I decide to eat meat, it is like that of a relapse. You know what I mean? Like, it just turns your number back into 0.
Well, I chose. It's a choice. It's not that I can't eat ice cream or whatever. I choose not to. So I can do whatever. So when people who like that, I'm like, I love that for you.
Yeah.
That's your journey. And I hate vegans.
Yeah.
I hate vegans.
That's what I almost brought it up because you're such a, upstanding citizen.
I hate vegans, bro. Vegans, I say this all the time. Vegans always want to push it on people and stuff. Vegans are the New Yorkers of food. Like, you know how New Yorkers always got to say, I'm from New York. Good morning. I'm from New York. Okay. Vegans always say, I'm vegan. You hungry? Well, I'm vegan. Are you hungry?
Yeah.
That's it. Vegans always, you know what I'm saying? If you eating a burger, enjoy your burger, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you probably that's because, you can only eat beef. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you can't eat, chicken.
Yeah.
No, you can't eat beef.
I
right?
can't. I eat
you
all of
can't
it,
eat
though.
beef. You
I
do
have
eat beef. You are a horrible Indian person.
I am. Trayvon, when I signed off for what I am doing, I said, you just jump into one pool of darkness.
Okay.
And you play the game.
Have you had Hamburger Helper yet?
Hamburger Helper, not necessarily, but I've had
Okay.
some like sloppy Joe type of shit.
Oh, for sure. Okay,
yeah, and I
cool.
love that shit because there's this food in our Indian culture. It's called a pav bhaji.
Okay.
And it's basically, it looks like a hamburger helper, but instead of like fucking meat, it's just like vegetable and like fucking. It's
Okay.
but it's like a mash and it's like sloppy and it's
Okay.
like when we were little we'd be like, there was like that little movie with like those 2 twins when we were little and they like switched camps and whatever, and one girl was like the Mary Kate and Olsen, maybe those 2 girls.
I know you're talking about.
But Parent Trap, maybe that was a movie. And like the girls, like there's that scene.
Lindsay Lohan.
Yes. Yeah, and they're just like eating that fucking shit, and like
Yeah.
that's what we all used to think.
You
about.
want to know one of my favorite foods? One of them.
Yeah.
I like biryani.
Mm.
I used to love lamb biryani when I did eat meat. It was like my favorite thing.
I love that.
Love biryani. I love samosas.
Samosa.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
good,
see?
buddy.
Yeah.
Say it. Samosa. Come on. Hit it.
Yeah.
Samosa.
Samosa.
Very good. One
Yeah.
more time.
Very good. Samosas.
Now do the head wobble.
Okay.
Come on.
That feels racist. This is so wrong.
This is entrapment. But no, you took that brown girl to prom, so it's okay.
Yeah, and then her father said, have all the fun you want, but if it comes time to marry somebody, you're going to marry the Indian boy.
Yeah, that's about right.
He said that in India.
Those are our bitches.
Yeah. And she was so mad. And I didn't know what was wrong with her, but she was so mad. I mean, she did end up marrying an Indian guy, like, of her choice, though. So I was happy about that.
Yeah.
She was, you know what I'm saying, cool.
But can I be honest with you?
Talk to me.
They probably would have been open to the idea of like a black man, but it's like you also went to the military, so that's like they want you to spend those years getting a degree in something that will provide for the family.
Okay.
It's just it's the scope of what they have over there.
I wasn't as refined as I am as a person back then. But here's the thing.
You know what I mean,
I came, look, I was a little late, right? But my dad dropped me off. He took me over there, right? I came with flowers. I came with flowers for her and her mama. And I think that's why her dad was mad. And I was late and they was like, "Oh my God, he bought flowers." And she was like, "They're probably for my mom." And which they were. I bought her mom flowers in because you don't come in there empty-handed. You know what I'm saying? You bring the lady something. You bring the lady of the house something too. Yeah. But the father, I just shook his hand. You know what I'm saying? That he was like, he did not like that at all. He was like, "Who is this little black boy coming in here?"
What should he have done?
What should he have done?
What should have you have done? You think maybe?
What I should have done? I don't know. I could have figured out what his favorite, candy or something.
What do you think about hugging dads? On first meeting,
it's a handshake.
Oh,
you shake it. You know what I'm saying? You shake the hand. That's what you do. You give a nice handshake, firm one. Absolutely, yes sir. You know.
I've gone about both ways. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how you should do.
Oh.
I mean, if you just like that, like if I have a daughter and. You know what I'm saying? She bring some guy in and he goes, "Hey, Dad, nice to meet you." And he comes for a hug and I could just tell that's genuinely who he is. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Bring it in, my man. You feel me? Then I just, let him rock out.
I genuinely am. All right, I got you. Hey, I'm going to marry your daughter.
Okay. You said marry my daughter?
Yeah, because, I already got you approved.
You probably won't marry my daughter,
I'm just
bro.
playing. I know that was a bad joke.
It's probably very bad.
Sometimes we miss on the Bhav.
And you might, it's probably... That will not end well for you, my man.
That was a bad joke. Okay.
Will not end well. Remember how you was like, "Do you ever get upset? You ever want to see it happen?"
Yeah. Oh my God, that was so funny. Oh my God, I can't believe I just did that.
I mean, it's not all good, but it's all good.
No, it's all.
And
good.
I don't have a daughter, so you good.
I know, but I was counting for the future.
What the fuck? All right, man. What else you got? Yeah, the ice cream game. That's what we was talking about. The ice cream game.
I know, but you don't really eat ice cream. So the whole you like Dairy Queen at all? Nah. See, I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't know. But my family had a Dairy Queen, so I have all these blizzards up here. But okay. I won't make you painfully guess all these ice creams.
Well, here's the thing. I did love ice cream.
Oh, okay.
And your family having a Dairy Queen is the most Indian.
Indian? No, it's not the most Indian.
It's not. What? 7-Eleven would be the most. And the Subway. 7-Eleven and the Subway. All right, boom. That's mint. That's the mint chocolate right there.
And?
That's it, mint chocolate.
And?
Mint chocolate chip. That's
buddy,
mint
come
chocolate.
on, buddy.
That's mint. That's mint chocolate.
No, very good. Come on, but mint chocolate and what is this? Look at this shape. Look at it. Look at it.
I don't know what else. Mint chocolate. What else?
Brownie, dog.
Oh, mint chocolate and brownie. Okay, makes sense.
Man,
makes sense.
Okay.
I got it right. I said mint chocolate. Come on, I can't get it.
Brownie. Dude.
I got to get the whole thing.
Dog. I'm gonna be honest with you, Trayvon. If someone came to Dairy Queen and was like, "I want a mint chocolate chip brownie blizzard," and I give them mint chocolate chip, they're gonna come their little ass back. I want the brownies.
So do I get a little bit of it for that first one? Because I at least I knew it was mint chocolate.
Because I love you. You already won the game, dude.
All right, cool. So this right here is birthday cake.
No.
That's not birthday cake?
You know what? This is so funny about this one is because this is the original blizzard that's been on the wall since I first started filming. So if you have ever watched the Bhavcast, you could have had this one, but you're so wrong.
That's not the I said.
No. So we have to do one at a time. So
I'm a finish. So it's not birthday cake.
Not birthday cake because I'm a little turned, so I can't remember all the.
It is. This look like cookie. This is a cookie.
Okay.
With the pink frosting.
I'm gonna give you the guess. I'm gonna give you the hint that I gave all the guests. It's crackers. Crackers, Trayvon.
So not a Ritz.
Buddy, it is colorful. It is not a Ritz. Come on, crackers, and it's not racist either, because I don't want you to think this is a racist
not
thing.
Saltine crackers.
Nah.
There's only crackers black people eat, Ritz and Saltine. I don't know no other crackers.
No, you do know.
Besides Cracker Barrel.
That's a guess. That's been Crackle Barrel blizzard.
Yeah. Cracker Barrel. It's only Ritz, Saltine, and white people. That's it.
No. Think about okay. It comes in a big jar, It's in the grocery store. Blank crackers.
Animal crackers.
There you go, buddy.
All right, this animal crackers one.
It's really frosted animal crackers.
All right.
But
frosted animal crackers. All right. This joint right here look like the M&M ones.
Okay, but what kind?
Reese's M&Ms.
And
Reese's M&Ms.
No. But you do know the real name for Reese's M&Ms though?
Was it?
No, I'm asking you.
No,
I can't give you that easy.
I don't know. That's no Reese's M&Ms. What's up with this naked man right here? I've been seeing this Tarzan, this naked man just on the leaves.
These are they actually like what they do is like their function is to go on like drinks like this. And they're little party guys.
You are such a frat boy, man. All right, so this is Reese's M&M peanut butter cup.
They're Reese's Pieces. It's just for future reference.
Reese's Pieces
and
Reese's Pieces and M&Ms.
What's the big one? The big chocolates.
That's Reese's Pieces.
No. The Reese's Pieces are
right there.
Yeah.
Reese's Pieces and
come on, you know those.
Reese's Pieces and not chocolate chip, but Reese's Pieces and
they're the big candies. They're like this about you know what I mean? Like they you eat them out of the wrapper and
the not the Thin Mints, not the Solo.
You can ask for help. Go ahead, ask for help.
Reese's Cups.
Reese's Cups. There we go. There we go. All right.
I bet. So Reese's Pieces, M&M, Reese's Cups.
And then we got two more. You got the one with the whipped cream and the one in the corner.
All right. That one looked like a chocolate Oreo with vanilla swirl on top.
Yeah, it's whipped cream. I'm not going to even knock you for the vanilla swirl because I even said whipped cream before. But it's funny. Like a couple times during this podcast, my memory lapse fucked up.
Man, now I want some vegan ice cream. Now.
But like right now, when it comes to ice cream, my memory's on point.
All right. So this right here, this look
last one, baby.
I want to say they look like Kit Kat right there. They ain't Kit Kat. All right. Boom. This is this like butter pecan? Not butter pecan. This look like that's fudge.
Okay.
That's fudge.
Yeah.
And this joint right here, is that a cake? A piece of cake in there? I don't know. Why I gotta go upside down? I give up. It's vanilla, fudge, and were you in a drum line? You play?
This is called a dandiya. So it's like you know how you love to dance? You'll love this actually. If you ever wanna this is bad advice I'm giving you now, but if you ever want to meet an Indian girl in the future, this is it's called a dandiya. If you ever heard about Garba, it's like almost like the Indian do-si-do, but like here, grab the other stick, and it's like go ahead, grab it, pull it. Just knock that shit on the floor over there. Okay, go ahead. So then there's like music that goes on, right? So then you go like this, like dun 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 dun, and then we all spin, and then we go to the next partner.
I seen this in the Shura Khan movie.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I knew about Shura Khan, did it?
Yeah,
Shura Khan is the highest paid actor. I love Bollywood movies.
What about Amitabh Bachchan? My mom loves that guy.
Shura Khan, I'm serious. You look it up. Shura Khan's the highest paid actor of all time.
He has muscles, dude, and he has hair like this.
Shura Khan is the man.
You know, baby.
Yeah, Shura Khan is the man. Usually in Drumline, I'm thinking you was gonna like,
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that works too.
Here's the Bhav cast, baby. We just throw things everywhere. All right, but you didn't get that last one.
Nah, that looked like fudge, and that's another cup. That's another cup. It's not a Reese cup. All right, what is it?
No, come on.
I guess vanilla fudge.
If
Reese's.
you don't get this candy, you lose the whole game, Trayvon. It's down to this last guess. I'm gonna give you a hint about what it is. It's really close to It's the name of the candy. If you almost said it wrong, it could be almost like a racist name. If you think about it.
Okay. This Snickers. So, fudge, Snickers, and vanilla.
It's just Snickers, dude.
Okay. Snickerdoodle.
No,
just
Snickers.
It's
It's just Snickers and vanilla ice cream.
Okay.
I love how that hint worked. I love that. I never had to give that hint out on this show. And I wanted you to win.
Okay.
And this is the last thing. You know, we talked.
Hey, wait a minute, yo!
Yeah.
Whoa,
Oh,
whoa!
I know.
I didn't even watch you pull this up. Wait a minute, where did you get this picture from?
I'm the Bhav, baby. I am such a good time.
Oh my God, this is an old Facebook picture or MySpace picture, one of the two.
You know, we were talking about your career earlier, right? And there's one thing you left out of here, brother. You don't just want to do audio and other things. You also want to be a model, Trayvon. And I'm about to show you how much of a model you want to fucking be, dude. And I love it because I want to be a model. That's why I'm working on my body and this stupid haircut. You know what I mean? We're going to be models together in this new year. So tell me about this. What are you sitting on? This is 2008. What were you doing? Is this in school?
That's at church.
Do you mind sitting in the chair? Just for camera angles. But you can keep smacking this stick around.
That's it. I'm actually at church.
Pre or after?
Pre after what?
Like before church or after church? Were you feeling God or not feeling God?
No, we was at like dance rehearsal or something, choir rehearsal or something like that.
I love this.
Yeah.
You look so like you're going to beat me up. I love this.
Yeah, that was at church. I think who took that was my.
Oh shit! Hold on. Let me answer this. What's happening here, fresh boy? You know the thing is, with all your modeling pictures, I knew you were a model because you don't just take pictures. You look beyond. you look beyond, and that's where modeling comes in.
I gotta put my glasses on so I can see all this. All right. What's up with that? Express cardigan, express tie, maybe an express shirt, express jeans. That was at Jesse's house. Jessica, one of my friends. We used to dance together. Yeah.
Excuse me.
That looked like, I'm sure that was at Jesse's house. Just chilling. Yeah.
Did you ever break dance?
Yeah.
Could you? I tried to do breakdancing in my life, but I didn't have the core to do like windmills and shit. How far did you get into breakdancing?
Like it was like hip hop dancing. I wouldn't like break dance, like like Satoyo. Satoyo, but he break dances. Like I was more so like a pop locker and stuff. But then I would like get down. I do my 6-step rotation and come down and go around and spin around and like pause on my head, on my hands and stuff like that. And that's it. But
I love that. Yeah, I love that, dude. Where are we looking? You are such a model, dude.
That's at my mama's house.
Oh, my bad, dude.
You good. That's at my mama's house. That's also an express cardigan. Express tie, express shirt, express jeans. I wonder who took that picture. They probably was standing on the stool to get that angle up top. It probably was Trill.
I love how Trill is here supporting he's taking your selfies, dude. Yeah. That's a true bro.
Yeah.
Every time I ask one of my friends, yo, can you take this picture? They're like, no.
Yeah, that probably was Trill.
I love that. I love that for your broship, man. Now, this is something I related to heavily.
Yeah, I was in the military, and they was giving a class, and that guy was just asleep.
Oh, this is not you?
No, that's not me.
Oh.
And look how light this dude is. There's a white guy.
I just thought maybe you've been indoors for a long time.
Nah, this is not me.
Oh, man, now I feel stupid. Now look at this guy. Wow. You were like almost like
That wasn't even 2012. I only posted that 2012. This was probably 2000. Oh, because the picture is my mama and my grandmama. We took a family photo. I grew up with my mama and my grandmama together. And this was a family portrait, and this was probably like between 2006 and 2008, because I remember that suit, that velour suit. So
yeah, man, look at this. This is the pose right here. Look at this. Like, whoa, bro. Next time I'm with my lady, I'm gonna be like, hey, we're on the couch. I'm gonna be like this. She's gonna be like, hey, where do you want to eat? I'm gonna be like, don't matter.
Don't matter, baby.
I want to eat that ass.
Yo.
Love that, dude. I love this. I was like, this is not Trayvon, dude. I was like, this is a Calvin Klein model.
Go ahead.
I was like, we have so much potential in the new year. I promise you. And I love this. Like,
I was at Virginia Beach.
Yeah, you were. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. What you supposed to say?
When I've been doing this experiment, a lot of boys from our time have similar pictures, and we all love the beach. Where am I looking? Post-beach? You know what I mean?
I had hoop earrings in. Look at that. That's wild.
Oh, I didn't even notice the hoop earrings, dude. Wow. Okay, Nelly. All right. Whoa. Damn. Where's your Band-Aid, dude? Oh man, dude. This guy gonna fuck your life up. Jesus. I love that.
Man.
I love that.
Back in my day.
And then this one was my favorite. This is like one of my favorite because look at this. You are flexing this tricep to the fucking moon, Trayvon. You're like, hey, bitches, I do exercise.
It wasn't intentional. I just put my hands on the counter, and that's what happened.
Tell me about this fitness plan.
What
is this meal plan?
I was a part of this like multi-level marketing program called 90 for Life.
How far up you were the pyramid scheme?
Not far at all. But the guy who put me in is a good guy, and I still like he talks to him to this day. So a guy named Reggie Myers, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Reggie Myers, man. That was my peoples, man. Him and his whole family always looked out for me. The whole Myers. Shout out to the whole Myers gang. And
I'm gonna say it. This is not bad stuff. Honestly, when I looked in the back and I saw that orange juice, I thought it was high C at first, and I was like, ugh. But then I looked a little bit closer and I saw it was V8 Splash, and I was like, okay, this is actually not bad. Yeah. So I was like, all right, that's why you have these big ass fucking muscles. Yeah. Very good. But then I want you. I hope you find happiness sometime soon. You know what I mean? I know this is the worst thing because when I bring this up to people, they're like, "No, you didn't." But
I mean, it's cool. I ain't ashamed of it.
It's fun though because I bring up my pictures if we have some that relate. You know what I mean? Here we go again with the triceps. You want us to know, and I know, dude.
On a rooftop in Baltimore.
Look at that. Of course.
I was still in the military. You can see like fresh face. You know what I'm saying?
He's got the jewelry.
Yeah, look.
I love this.
Back in my day.
No,
little timepiece on the arm. It's not a watch, it's a timepiece.
I'm not even a big watch guy. I'm a big muscle guy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, if you have enough muscles, you don't need jewelry. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm like, damn, look at this. I didn't even see the time. Like, you saying timepiece now when we're recording it versus when I took the screenshot a couple of days ago, I didn't even care about the timepiece. You know what I mean? Okay. It wasn't the thing that drew me to this fucking picture.
Okay.
It was this. What we got here? And then these are these recent ones, and I love these. This is how much I know you want to model, dude. And this should have been on your path. It's like, look at this. The smile, dude. The smile, like, oh, I'm looking down. I'm grateful.
Yeah,
I love this.
Yeah, I'm grateful. Yeah.
And then this is my favorite.
That's your favorite one?
This is my favorite. Like, ha ha.
Is like, it because the tightness of is that what it is?
No, it's like almost like this jet. Like, okay, the other day I was taking a run around Philly, and I watched this like Toyota rear end a Mercedes, and this is like you on the sidewalk. Aha! It's continuing on. This is like not my problem. You know what I mean? Like, this is how I feel here. Okay. And I think these are nice. This
Appreciate
is
you,
like
bro.
These ones are not the roast. These last two, I thought they really shown your model career evolve to what it can be.
Okay.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and I think we need to
evolution.
Model in this new year.
The evolution of
That's why I be
model.
eating well and going to the gym.
Okay.
Sure, I drink this alcohol when I do this podcast.
Okay.
Because I'm allowed to.
There you go. It's yours.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Trayvon, tell the people where to find you. Unless you want to tell us anything more about your life.
Nah, I think you got a lot out of me that I don't really tell people. You know?
We did.
Yeah, you know my secrets. And I mean, here's the thing with comedy, right? You kind of, I get personal on stage, but I kind of only give like what I want to give. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to, like, even if I like, like win, I blow, right? I'm still going to have things, that I hold near to the chest, you know what I'm saying, that I like to do. So where they can find me, I'm on all things Trayvon Fulton, Trayvon Fulton, Fulton, whatever, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Trayvon Fulton. You can find me there everywhere with that.
Love that, brother. Thank you for coming through, dog.
Thank you for having me, man. This was quite the experience, man. My bad.
No. You did the snap first.
I know he did because you dapped me up like I just forgot, dap black dudes up, you just like, you know what I'm saying, boom, you know what I'm saying.
I learned that lesson the other day. I dapped someone up and I didn't snap afterwards, and then they're like, "Yo, bro, what about the snap?" So then what I do now is I dap anybody up and I hear the snap.
Yeah,
I just toss it in
it's
there.
just, you know what I'm saying. It's, you know what I'm saying. Bring it up. No, you bring it back. You gotta connect that. Don't. It gotta be hard with it. You know what I'm saying.
So what I've always thought, it was like you come in here and then you just kind of like, and then this.
No. If you bang with me, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
like if you my man, you like, what it is, baby? You know what I'm saying? And you snap. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Trayvon, thanks for coming through.
You know what I'm saying, baby? Feel me? I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Having me, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Deuces.